What's
Hello.
up?
Hi guys. What's good?
Hey, welcome back to Borak Bears. And tonight we're gonna do our spoiler review for the Batman.
Batman.
Spoiler.
Tapi kita patut buat introduction dululah.
Tak apa, kita cakap spoiler dulu for the Batman.
1, 2, 3. Spoilers.
For the Batman.
For the Batman.
That's
For the
right.
Batman. Tadi kita orang buat review non-spoiler kan. Macam tak sabar-sabar je nak cerita semua benda sebenarnya berlaku dalam kepala otak kita. Tapi kita kena macam play it cool.
Tadi tu 2 minggu lepas
play it cool. Kita kena play it cool.
Kena play it cool.
Kan kita kena macam diplomatik macam begini-begini kan. Proper kan.
Jaga tepi kain.
Tapi ni memang review unleashed.
Review
kan?
unleashed kan. Spoiler field review. Bukanlah spoiler discussion. The Batman.
Discussion Borak.
So
Borak.
come and join us and lepak.
Lepak.
You can find us dekat at Borak Bears dekat Instagram or cari us dekat Facebook. Borak Bears Podcast. Or you can find us dekat Spotify ke Apple Podcast ke Google Podcast ke mana-mana podcast platform. And then also you can find us dekat YouTube ni. Link apa?
Ding that dong.
Subscribe, like and ding that dong.
And share.
Don't forget to share.
Yelah, subscribe lah.
Korang subscribe tu free tau. Korang klik je lah dekat subscribe button tu.
Bukan semua jadi macam join program ke benda ke.
Bukan
bayar
MLM.
Bukan semua bayar.
Betul lah.
Belum lagi.
Belum lagi.
Bukannya MLM ke Patreon ke apa kan. Tak ada free je benda ni.
Patreon pun belum lagi.
Belum lah. Tak buat masa ni.
Buat masa
Free
ni lah.
je
Free
kan. Free je.
We giving you free entertainment.
Kan.
Tengok je.
Especially kalau korang macam lonely malam tengah buat assignment university kan. Betul tak? Yang tengah buat assignment ke, tengah buat macam kena work lambat ke, lepas tu nak rasa macam ada gang tengah berborak kan. Kita akan teman lah. So korang sedih lah kita orang punya YouTube subscribers. Come on guys.
You can do this.
Betul lah. Kira adalah juga 64 view kan. Tapi subscriber 11 orang je. Korang jangan macam tu.
Alah, dia orang ni biasa lah. Nengok je.
Nengok
tak
je.
subscribe kan.
Kita boleh tengok ke siapa yang subscribe? Kita punya tak.
It depends.
Kita bukan boleh tengok pun you subscribe ke tak. So macam your cool factor tak adalah hilang. Korang subscribe tak ada orang tahu pun
Kan streak lah tak jatuh dia.
Secret tak jatuh lah kan. Lepas tu kalau korang saja nak subscribe sebab korang rasa macam korang tak suka kita orang, lepas tu macam saja nak tengok kita orang macam nak kutuk kan. Tak apalah, subscribe je.
Subscribe je.
Subscribe, komen je lah. Kutuk lah, suka hati lah kan. Kata kita orang tak bagus lah, cakap tak apa-apa lah, gemuk lah, apalah, suka hati kau lah.
Apa personal attack ni? Tak ada.
Biasalah netizen suka hati apa-apa kan.
Tak adalah. Kiranya macam kita orang borak je kan. Kalau korang tak setuju pun okey je. Tapi bagi tahu lah kita orang kan. Maybe have point of view.
Tak setuju cakap.
Lepas tu kan, kalau korang nak kita review apa-apa, bagi tahu lah. Nanti kita orang review lah. Kita orang suka je nak borak pasal semua benda kan.
Sebab itulah kita borak bears.
Sebab tu betul-betul.
Borak kena best.
Borak kena best kan.
Borak je kan. Ni ada.
So tonight is the spoiler discussion for the Batman. And then
movie yang tengah hot gila
movie
sekarang.
tengah hot gila babi. And then recap our rating.
Betul.
I gave an 8. And then you?
I give it a 9. And then Esam
7 and you'll know why.
I macam straddling 7 dengan 6 lah.
Wow.
Straddling there somewhere.
This is belah sini is the high end. Sana the lower end.
Tak adalah super low end. Tapi one picnic basket shot lah. One picnic basket shot lah.
Tapi disclaimer kita orang cakap cerita ni gempak
Cerita ni gempak. Cuma kita ni lah, kita adalah sebab kita nak bagi rating macam tu. So sekarang kita boleh unpack.
Yes.
Sebab masa non-spoiler tu macam kita tak boleh nak unpack kenapa rating kita macam ni.
Cepatlah unpack picnic basket kat sini kan.
Correct. So kalau korang macam big Batman fan, lepas tu korang tengok kita punya non-spoiler. Lepas tu tak, korang tak tengok kita punya non-spoiler, korang tengok yang ni je, mesti korang dah macam apa lah bagi sikit kan. Tak payah, dia orang ni bodoh kan. Nanti jap.
Sabar jap.
Aku berhati je.
Sabar jap. Berhati je.
Sabar jap.
Betul guna gambar Mak Saleh.
Mama Rock dekat konsert kan.
Rock konsert orang panjang kan. Tiba macam sabar jap kan.
Berarti
Apa-apa hal Malay memes kan, meme bahasa Melayu the best tau. Memang kan. Memang lain macam lah kan. Betul tak? Memang kelakar.
So where do we start?
Where do I begin?
Do we go by act?
Do we go by act? Shit, man.
Because since macam non-spoiler, you cakap macam you ada hal dengan third act kan. Apakah kita go act by act lah.
Wait, kalau nak start dengan the first act, macam the first act is everything lah. They set the mood for the whole movie kan. Start dengan the Robert Pattinson narrative, and dia narrate movie ni dengan suara Batman tau. And actually he's like 80% in this movie he's Batman.
I rasa dia 95% Batman.
95% in Batman costume.
Dia memang
Bruce
the
Wayne,
Batman.
Bruce Wayne macam 10%, 10% je.
I rasa macam 5% je.
Serius, 95% Batman, 5% Bruce Wayne. Serius.
Tapi okay juga dia punya Bruce Wayne punya screen time pun dia macam ada dekat funeral tu.
Tak ada tu je.
Yang
dengan
masa
bar dia pergi club
first dia balik jumpa Alfred tu.
Alah itu sekejap je lah.
And then
1 minit je.
yang dijumpa Alfred lepas Alfred dah kena bom.
Ada juga dia tengah put in his surveillance ni.
Dia jalan-jalan around as Bruce Wayne.
Tapi I rasa kau nak compare dengan movie Batman lain, sikit lah Bruce Wayne dia.
Sikit je.
Sebab tu nama cerita ni The Batman. Sebab I rasa dia sebenarnya pasal Batman, dia bukan pasal Bruce Wayne sangat.
I macam dia macam origin stories of Batman macam tu. It's like how he became gempak macam tu.
Dia interesting sebab dia bukan origin story tau. Itu yang interesting. This is the first Batman punya cerita yang dia sebenarnya tak cerita balik pasal kematian
I kinda like
mak bapak
that
dia.
about this movie because
it's been done to death.
Everybody knows what happens
Semua orang
to him.
dah tahu dah.
Semua orang dah tahu. It's like macam Spider-Man also. You don't need to tell Uncle Ben punya story all over again kan.
Semua orang dah tahu.
Dia macam you go into him being a Batman and then you know something happened to him. I mean kalau you tak pernah tahu pasal Batman,
I rasa tak ada orang lah yang tak tahu.
Kalau lah ada orang yang tak pernah tahu pun pasal what Batman is about. The scene yang dekat dalam cathedral tu yang funeral tu, the way that he looks at the kid yang hilang parents tu je pun, you know
Actually dia dah tengok dia masa the first killing.
Yes, betul.
The first killing yang dia pergi rumah mama yang
the first scene dah tunjuk.
Dia dah nampak budak kecil tu. Dekat situ dah nampak lah they drawing parallels between budak kecil tu dengan Batman punya past trauma lah. So memang dia tak rehash balik cerita mak bapak Batman kena tembak semua. Dia tak rehash.
Tapi dia acknowledge in a different way.
Dia acknowledge dengan cara yang lain, which is kind of cool lah. Sebab I rasa Batman ni dah level Santa Claus lah. Semua orang dah tahu lah.
Santa Claus.
Level Santa Claus dah semua dah tahu kan.
Lagi satu, kalau betul in the real world kan, the way he look at the kids semua, tak boleh Sal.
Asal?
Bahaya nanti orang ni pedofile Sal.
Tak ada langsung. Jangan nak cakap cik
Because the
merapu
way he
kan.
look at the kid is so intense tau. Macam
Tapi I tak rasa pun macam pedofile. I rasa dia macam kesian dekat budak tu. Itu yang perasaan I dapat.
I agree with kita.
Tapi orang lain maybe ingat macam apa hal mana ada. Tak, because
You je kot.
I myself tengok Batman ni pun macam I macam agree with the cops tau. Macam freak in costume tau. Macam siapa mamat ni running around macam dah lah awkward gila. Lepas tu macam tak nak pandang orang semua. Lepas tu macam kerek semacam kan.
Tapi masa dia pandang budak tu banyak private moment. Orang lain sebenarnya tak sedar pun yang dia tengah pandang budak tu.
Orang lain semua tak sedar lah. Tapi kalau
you
as
police
a cop nampak tu macam asal kau tengok budak ni kau nak buat apa?
Kan? Nanti kamera pen kat polis kan.
Ni polis apa misal. Tak, polis abang misai. That's why. Konsep dia macam tu.
I will be like macam that cop yang selalu question Batman tu.
Tapi kau yang selalu question Batman tu bodoh lah. Yang,
Bukan bodoh je, asshole juga.
tak, dia macam asshole tapi very macam caricature punya asshole lah. Macam tak ada seni punya asshole lah kan dia sebenarnya kan. Masa dia letak tangan dia kat Batman punya chest kan. Kau tu dah lah kecil. Betul lah, pendek. Lepas tu kau letak tangan dekat badan orang bagak ni kan. Betul macam badan boleh nampak dalam scene tu kan. Dia pun macam, is this really a good idea? Saya dia dah start takut dah kan. Tapi dia macam tak boleh back down tau kan. Macam tu kan. Lepas tu dia kena sang dengan Gordon apa, Lieutenant Captain Detektif. Tak tahu apa, Detektif Gordon tu. Lepas tu dia belah kan. Mamat tu macam tu lah.
Tapi Gordon always been a lieutenant kan before he was commissioner kan. Lieutenant kan?
I think something captain.
Is lieutenant the highest ke? Dia macam
Tak tahu diorang
lieutenant
punya ni
captain
lah.
dengan commissioner.
I think tak, captain higher
Commissioner
kot.
paling tinggi.
Dan under that captain ke?
I tak sure macam captain ke lieutenant ke.
Lieutenant.
Tapi okay lah. Boleh dikatakan dia macam mainkan watak detektif lah. Dia plain clothes police officer. Dia bukan sarjan lah. Dia bukan sarjan. Dia level-level detektif lah kan. Macam detektif punya style lah.
Yeah.
So apa benda tadi? Blur sekejap. Oh tak, pasal you cakap Batman tengok budak kecil tu macam pedophile. Mengarut lah. Anyway, so basically dia tak rehash. Dia tak rehash balik origin story Batman. Tapi still sangat terasa backstory tu dalam ni. So kalau you tahu backstory Batman, you tengok cerita ni, you akan still rasa that they are telling you the backstory juga. Cuma they do it in a new way, different way. Lepas tu I rasa menarik Okay, itu menarik I rasa. Menarik daripada segi what we learn about the Wayne family tu. This new dimension to the Wayne family. And Batman discovering that his father is not so perfect after all. I rasa benda tu interesting dan menarik. Tapi I rasa macam they didn't go far enough. Itu je I punya
Dia macam
feel.
take one notch sebab dalam Joker kan dia tunjuk Thomas Wayne ada affair apa semua.
Betul-betul
Not a perfect
Not the perfect guy lah, role model.
Tapi this one macam dia up a notch lah sikit kan.
Dia up a notch sikit. Tapi I rasa dia macam okay lah, for me there's a recurring thing dalam this particular Batman. When shit starts to get real, they pull back. Itu yang I kurang sikit dari segi narrative dia.
Is it? Macam mana?
Macam okay, macam that kind of thing lah. Macam dia nak cakap Thomas Wayne ni tak perfect. Dia nak cakap Thomas Wayne ni make mistake lah kan. Daripada segi like he was actually involved dengan Falcone tu, minta tolong Falcone semua kan. But then lepas tu dia macam backtrack tau. Dia backtrack in a sense that sebab dia nak still make Batman punya reason for doing what he does tu pure. Dia macam tak boleh nak stain sangat mak bapak orang tu tau. This is just how I feel Dia macam tak boleh nak stain sangat mak bapak orang tu. So bila shit starts getting dark sikit kan, macam okay, mak dia masuk mental hospital semua kan. Dia skirt the issue tau. Dia skirt the issue. Lepas tu masa Alfred tengah explain dengan dia pasal bapak dia, Alfred macam, no, your father was a really good man. He just made this one mistake. Sebenarnya dia suruh Falcone ni macam gertak je reporter ni. Tapi bila Falcone bunuh reporter ni, dia terus macam nak turn Falcone in, nak turn himself in, faham? I rasa benda tu macam pasal kalau I am a political candidate, I am going to become a mayor, and I look for the biggest mafia gangster in the city, bukan setakat untuk gertak kot. You know, it's naive macam dia, why would I think
I believe yang bapa dia memang naive sikit.
Okay, tak, tapi for me macam I really feel macam if you want to gertak, you can go to a police officer ke somebody. Faham tak? I takkan pergi the biggest gangster in the city untuk cakap dia macam I have this problem and it needs to go away. So I just feel macam kalau they went there,
I rasa dia tak boleh nak approach police pun because dia tak nak police, dia tak nak anybody tahu.
dia tak nak anybody tahu pasal wife dia punya hal lah. Cuma I still feel macam I would have like to see kalau dia nak buat benda macam tu, I nak dia commit. Kalau dia nak buat storyline macam tu, I nak dia commit. For me lah, for me. So I rasa banyak benda kind a bit non-committal lah dalam cerita ni. I punya issue lah. My issue.
Tapi macam for me, he still made a mistake. Kan bapa dia still made a mistake. I mean, it's only human lah.
Ya, betul.
Tapi macam being a mayor candidate tu semua, macam at his moment of weakness, trying to protect wife dia from the media, benda semua kan. He made that one simple mistake, tapi macam dia macam yang you kata the backtrack tu, I rasa macam because he's still a good man, dia macam tak expect, I mean which is kind of like bodoh, tak expect this mafia guy to kill the guy kan, because gangster tu pun bunuh mamak tu so that dia boleh blackmail him kan bila dia nanti jadi mayor kan. So
sebab I'm just thinking kan, line of that particular line of story sangat interesting tau. Sebab I selalu rasa Batman ni selalu dia deal too much dengan black and white tau. For me lah, macam it's always macam the parents dia perfect parents. Macam kaya nak mampu tapi perfect. Macam wouldn't hurt a fly. The most upstanding people, and therefore bila when his parents died, he became a vigilante because dia nak seek justice untuk parents dia sebab parents dia tak bersalah. It's always kind of been that. Tapi bila dia introduce this line of storytelling, okay, contoh yang macam you were saying just now, they establish yang Thomas Wayne ada affair, benda semua kan. Itu Joker. Yelah, in Joker, right?
But they follow through.
Tapi dia tak backtrack. Faham tak? Dia tak backtrack. Dia memang portray sebenarnya bapa Bruce Wayne ni flawed man, and dia own the flaws tau. So I rasa macam yang ni, for me, dia rasa terlalu macam
play it safe sikit.
Dia macam play it safe. So dia macam in a sense, sebab I rasa menarik gila kalau he actually did this, sebab apa situation bapak dia sebenarnya is mirroring exactly what's happening in Gotham at this time. The power struggle, the corrupt politicians semua kan. So in a way dia mirror benda tu, yang sebenarnya bapak dia is definitely not as corrupt as the rest. Memang he made a mistake. Tapi it's kind of like I would have liked to see macam okay, bapak dia dah tersalah langkah and dah macam get in too deep, so to protect his family, I tak rasa pun he will turn to the cops ke apa tau. Dia akan bury benda tu, walaupun tu bukan intention dia. Bukan intention dia nak suruh mamat ni bunuh, tapi dia akan bury benda tu. And then sekarang bila Batman dapat tahu kan, benda tu akan jadi macam crisis of conscience tau. Macam aku buat benda ni selama ni sebab aku ingat bapak aku baik, mak aku baik. But then I realised at this point sebenarnya they were also human now. They were flawed as people. It still doesn't make what happened to them right. So I just rasa benda tu dah cun now. Dia punya
tak ada okay.
Macam tu lah.
You rasa macam tak cukup
follow point tau.
Tak cukup follow through dah.
Tak cukup follow through. I rasa macam if you want to go there and you want to give them a stain, give them a stain. You know, give them a stain that they have to live with lah, macam tu.
And I kind of like macam apa tu, that mak dia is from the Arkham family tau. And then like macam the Wayne and Arkham the two royalties in Gotham last time tau.
Betul.
And then like macam you believe lah macam these two rich family would marry each other kan. And then actually mak dia gila. Explain so much why dia pun boleh jadi gila macam tu tau.
Tapi itulah again, dia macam plan mak dia gila tau, tapi that's it. Faham tak? Itu yang I punya stress dengan cerita ni, is benda-benda macam tu tau. Macam kau plan benda yang menarik, tapi lepas tu kau tak follow through tau.
Maybe I rasa maybe they will follow through the next movie.
Maybe
I hope so.
Kalau ada lagi banyak cerita mak dia, like kenapa mak dia gila, kan, and apa kena-mengena semua in the next movies, then I reserve this judgment lah. I will tarik balik lah. But for now I rasa macam you are telling us mak Bruce Wayne gila tau. But you're not giving us anything. So I'm a bit like jap. Macam
Dia
tu
macam
lah.
dia
macam
mama ni ada magic. Betul that's it.
Tak, dia macam mak Bruce Wayne pernah masuk ward gila, tapi macam dah baik.
Itulah.
So dia nak bury part yang masa mak dia gila, masuk ward gila tu je, I think.
Yelah, exactly.
That's it lah.
Cuma it be nice kalau you nak explore the psychological side of maybe macam family history, to give Batman more of a reason for having this kind of mental outlook. I rasa macam, and you had 3 hours, I rasa you boleh je bagi tahu kita sikit lagi lah apa mak dia, apa benda. Kan sebab obviously the asylum pun is Arkham Asylum kan. So
Nama
there's
Arkham.
something really interesting kat situ. Cuma you don't get to see it lah in this film kan. Tu je I rasa dia miss opportunity lah. I mean again kalau movie 2 keluar atau 3 dan dia explain benda ni lagi okay lah kan.
But it's such a very interesting fact yang you did not expect tau. Tiba-tiba keluar ni wow macam tapi that's it, you know.
Betul. Betul ada satu part I tak tahu lah whether we're jumping too far ahead lah.
I think we did.
As usual.
I think at one okay nak cerita at one dulu. Okay kita reverse balik.
Tapi macam at one tu biasa lah introduction of Batman. Belasah the I mean you see it in the trailers.
I rasa the first introduction of Batman when he comes out from the shadows dengan those kids who actually kind of look like the Joker, like a group
like
kan,
group
macam
Joker,
like a group of Jokers. Part tu cun.
And
it's cun because before that kan dia macam ada orang-orang macam petty thieves semua, and then diorang macam ingat Batman datang diorang lari, diorang takut kan. So that kind of really nicely sets up the fact that even though this is only year 2, dia dah berjaya strike fear into the hearts of macam all these petty criminals ni semua lah.
Just through the bat signal je.
Lepas tu bila dia keluar daripada gelap pun memang macam bat out of hell lah kan. Your nightmares here. Jadi agak cun lah part tu kan.
Tak, tapi still macam some of the crew semua macam tak tahu who it is.
Correct.
Because kira kinda like new.
Dia baru.
Some tahu, some tak tahu. Siapa tahu macam
budak-budak tu tak tahu. Budak-budak tu tak tahu kan. Itulah.
That kid yang half painted face tu yang dia bagi lepas tu, that's the Robin in Titans kan. The new Robin kan. That was a nice touch lah.
I rasa macam I wonder if we'll see him again in any of the other movie.
I tak tahu, maybe tak. This is just probably bukan stunt casting, it's just coincidence lah I think.
Tapi I read somewhere Matt Reeves cakap kalau ikut dia punya hati, the sequel dia nak buat Death in the Family kan.
Is it?
Oh, really?
Oh, no.
Death in the Family, what do you mean?
But there is no family left.
Alfred lah.
That's the thing lah.
Death in the Family is pasal Robin, the second Robin mati.
Oh, damn.
Tapi
jauh lagi tu.
Tapi possible je mamat budak tu akan jadi dia punya Robin kan?
Tak kot.
Don't know.
Okay.
Can't say anything.
Tak, because that budak nampak macam too close to his age. I rasa.
Because Robin should be younger.
Robin should be budak.
And then if
anak Mayor yang mati tu. Jeng. Tiba kan. Taklah. Ni semua speculation mengarut je. Ini kita tulis skrip Batman kita sendiri.
Tapi macam pelik kalau if like the second one dia nak taruh Robin dah mati kan. But it's like gila time jump kau.
They can always put Robin dah ada, and then at the end of the movie Robin mampus lah. Boleh juga kan.
Tak,
lari lah.
It's like macam you can just jump into the movie like macam movie ni juga.
Dia boleh
jump into the second year.
Sebab apa tau, this
je.
movie dia punya ending dia macam dah kat situ dah habis. So the next one could be anything.
The next one could be a time jump lagi.
Tapi the time jump would be very big though, because Robin yang mati tu was actually the second Robin. And then by then Nightwing pun dah besar.
Mungkin dia creative license. Tak tahu lah. Tak tahu.
Anything can happen.
Nightwing sama hubungan Batman.
Itulah lari you.
Sebab I have a feeling next one, I'm sure dia nak buat the Batman dah macam rumor sikit. Rambut dah pendek, dah more mature, dah sort out lah.
Tak ada teenage angst lah.
Lepas tu dalam Batcave semua dah souped up semua.
Ajak Batcave ada lampu lah sekarang. Nanti sekarang Batcave gelap gila kan.
Tapi itulah macam talking about the whole 95% Batman, 5% Bruce Wayne kan. Benda tu I memang tak berapa nak puas hati lah. Itu lagi satu point yang I rasa kurang puas hati.
Sama.
Sebab it's just that sebab okay, I tengah fikir kan, katalah his parents died when he was like what, 9, 10? How old was he when his parents died?
About there lah.
About 10 lah kan. Technically katalah sekarang he's 30 So 20 years have passed tau. From that time till then kan. So I rasa macam dia baru jadi Batman 2 tahun. So I kind of feel macam dia nak tak nak dia tahu Bruce Wayne tu siapa tau. For himself. Macam he would know Bruce Wayne better than he would know Batman lah at this point. For me opinion. My opinion Tapi the problem is, kalau you tengok Bruce Wayne dengan Batman dalam cerita ni, macam kalau I jumpa Bruce Wayne, lepas tu besok dia datang pakai topeng Batman tu, I tahu dia Batman. Faham tak? I rasa macam susah sangat dia nak sembunyi the fact that dia Batman. Sebab dia terlalu sama. Everything, mannerism sama, cara cakap sama, expression sama. Memang, faham tak? It's like it's no surprise. Macam I rasa kenapa orang kat Gotham ni bodoh sangat, tak tahu Bruce Wayne dengan Batman tu orang yang sama. Macam especially Penguin now. Macam Penguin jumpa dia jadi Batman kan. Lepas tu dia datang lagi sekali dia jadi Bruce Wayne kan. Macam kau bukan datang itu ke pakai topeng kan. Macam
apa lah kalau korang perasan macam kan dia semua cara dia punya voice semua different. Tapi the Bruce Wayne and Batman bila bercakap kan tak ada difference. The tone apa semua. So I think someone like Penguin kan would not macam tak notice these things tau.
Tapi that's why I said in the non-spoiler, the Penguin ni is like Fredo, macam bodoh sikit tapi kind of like gangster. Dia punya cunning dia tu in the gangsterism, tapi dia tak bright sangat to put two things together.
Tapi I rasa macam Gordon pun could easily put it together.
Technically okay.
I rasa siapa-siapa je boleh.
Tapi I think Gordon tak interact lagi dengan Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, because they're not in the same circle.
They're not in the same circle. And then Bruce Wayne ni pun tak pernah keluar sangat. Recluse. Dia macam Rockefeller ke dia macam Hugh Hefner pula.
Hugh Hefner tak recluse lah.
Aviation.
I forgot.
The Aviator. Siapa?
I forgot his name.
The Aviator.
Something Hughes
something Hugh. Howard Hughes. Kan dia macam that eccentric orang kaya yang jarang keluar kan.
Okay. Tapi one more thing I can nak point out. Ini pun benda yang macam okay, bukan nak kata macam tak puas hati sangat lah apalah, tapi macam I have a different perception and plus macam I tak nak this because I respect that this is how in the comics. Tapi dia punya Batman terlalu out in the open. Jalan sini jalan su, lepak dalam bilik dengan polis ramai and I'm pretty sure somebody dah ambil gambar kan. Takkanlah tak ada orang tengok dia macam Bruce Wayne lah. You know what I mean? Bruce Wayne punya gambar mesti keluar macam mana pun. Walaupun dia duduk rumah tapi gambar dia mesti out there. And then Batman pun biar orang ambil gambar Bruce Wayne. I'm sure somebody got to put two and two together.
Macam I rasa certain scenes tu, macam what Isam is saying would have been so much better kalau all the nonsense police officers were not there. So macam katakan macam kalau he is, because okay imagine dia baru 2 tahun jadi Batman. Dia vigilante at this point. Dia dah lah in real life pun dia tak boleh nak keep up appearances to a point where it's like he's not even able to handle any of the business punya part. He's not even macam dia tak boleh pretend tau. Dia tak boleh pretend kan. And he wants to be a shadow in the night in a way lah, so that he can go about like beating up people and get away with it. Tapi in this sense macam tiba-tiba macam he's like sentiasa dengan polis sangat ramai kecoh kan. I kind of feel like even just imagine yang Pak Mayor tu mati. Lepas tu kan Gordon panggil dia sebab pun tahu ada surat untuk Batman kan. I rasa macam even that scene macam Gordon had before Batman datang, Gordon macam okay everybody clear out. Everybody clear out. Lepas tu suddenly Batman comes in from the shadows. I rasa lagi strong lah. I rasa macam terlalu banyak scene yang macam lepas tu dah lah polis tu dia semak, dia tak buat apa tau. Macam even the one yang macam dalam nightclub tu yang dia bawa keluar, yang Batman sendiri bawa keluar Falcone tu. Benda-benda macam tu. I rasa macam Batman bawa keluar Falcone, polis tak sampai lagi cun. Faham tak? And then bila polis sampai ramai, then he wants to belah ke apa, lepas tu Falcone kena tembak. You know,
it's just like
things like that lah.
Too much in the spotlight all the time kind of thing. Macam it works in the old comic. Sebab komik pun ada campaigners kan. I mean Batman pakai spender colour light blue kat luar. Kan? It works there lah. Yang threw me off a bit sebab dia buat cerita ni kan super dark super gritty kan. The most grittiest DC movie. tapi dia nak put that kind of
betul lah.
I'm not dissing it, tapi macam a bit hard for me to wrap my head around it lah. Macam maybe a bit of getting used to or something.
That's why aku cakap macam ni macam black man Zal.
Itulah.
Dia kan orang ni pakai batsuit running around with the police kan. Orang lain James Gordon encourage benda ni.
Betul. Sebab dia kadang-kadang dia macam benda tu buat dia less serious and slightly comical tau. Macam especially the part yang Batman tengah baring, yang Batman knocked out. Lepas tu dia dekat dalam police officer. Tengah baring, lepas tu semua sibuk nak buka mask dia kan. Lepas tu macam tiba-tiba of course like he comes to and then macam tak jadi. And then tiba-tiba kan macam everybody ada alarm bell ke apa kan. Semua orang kena lari and the police were running around like bloody headless chicken kan. That whole thing dah jadi macam comical sikit, campy sikit. Rasa macam sangat out of place dengan this really stylized, macam dark, gritty Batman tau.
That's why it is a bit out of place. Macam okay, one thing, this one I'm sorry to say, tapi ni bodoh gila lah for me lah kan. Batman ketuk pintu nightclub nak masuk. Kau tanya
who are you? I'm Batman.
Jangan. Batman budak lagi, baru 2 tahun, tak tahu, tak brash lagi. Not enough confidence. Belum lagi. Sabar.
Cannot man, sorry, I cannot lah that one.
Tak, I think dia nak make a statement kan. I can walk into the front door kan, and I don't care who you are, I'm Batman, and I can walk into the front door.
Fucking ridiculous weh. It's fucking ridiculous in the way. Aduh, aku okay.
So dia just benda-benda macam tu tau. Dia macam Batman ni cun. Tapi some of the choices in terms of his the way he does things dia punya interaction and the lack of a Bruce Wayne, you know, macam lack of a Bruce Wayne. But pasal itulah I terasa diorang terlalu okay, I boleh accept the argument that he is actually right now he's Bruce Wayne. Macam dia dalam sebab dia dengan Bruce Wayne sama. Dia macam tak ada beza of character. Sama je. But then later on he will learn how to develop
the duality tu,
fake persona for Bruce Wayne. Sebab dia sebenarnya more like Batman. Bruce Wayne tu is just dia punya mask to the world to make himself acceptable to society.
I hope this comes in the sequel.
I hope so too. Sebab that's the part pun I sebenarnya tak puas hati. Okay, not I tak puas hati a bit because of
tak
macam
apa, you agree, happy.
Okay, the reason why I tak puas hati is that macam okay, you know you nak become vigilante, you need money. Because if not, like you, how the fuck are you gonna do your Batmobile, your Batcat and all your bad stuff? So macam I was waiting for a turning point for him. Macam okay, I'm gonna take the reins of Wayne industry.
Yes,
exactly. We were waiting for that juga.
Alfred kan dah cakap dengan dia,
you need to do this.
Macam cakap like you have to come and see the accountants and all that. Kalau you continue like this, bankrupt.
Exactly.
I pun was expecting at least to see him macam go into a meeting with the board of directors and be that tortured emo, tak boleh handle, tapi dia put on a slight mask to just deal with this so that we can see the beginnings of how he's gonna be a society Bruce Wayne later macam benda tu lah.
Okay, I agree that part. Tapi sebenarnya I didn't really want to see macam masuk board kan. At least macam try to agree to Alfred. At least accept to your one person first
macam
lah.
I wanted to see him uncomfortable.
Yes.
I wanted to see him as an uncomfortable Bruce Wayne because that's something we haven't seen. Bruce Wayne is always self-assured, confident, strong, international playboy kan. I would love to see a Bruce Wayne who is super uncomfortable in his own skin tau. Pasal that would really match this Batman. That's why I cakap tadi, I rasa this is the Batman yang besar je Christopher Nolan tau. Sorry, Christian Bale. Salah cakap.
Buat cerita pasal himself.
Sorry, mistake. This is the Batman yang besar jadi Christian Bale. Faham tak? Sebab Christian Bale dia dah macam ada that polished exterior, tapi he cannot keep up pretensions for long. Dia jadi macam kan, okay, up to a certain point now. Lepas tu darkness dia dah start creep in now.
Macam kalau tengok any kind of Batman punya iteration, macam they have this polished Bruce Wayne, Lepas tu nanti at some point kan, he will have macam blank stares, duduk dia tengah duduk brood seorang-seorang, things like that tau. So macam he puts on the Bruce Wayne but he's still brooding kat belakang. I wanted to see that happen. Macam kita cakap tadi lah, macam a very uncomfortable Bruce Wayne would be so awesome lah kan. That's one of the reason yang macam I tak puas hati lah, because kita biasa sangat tengok Batman, macam he needs to have the poster boy Bruce Wayne, or he needs to try. Sebab that's where he puts in the balance tau. Lepas tu if he does that, and then you can see that he's trying hard, struggling semua kan, lagi boleh rasa tau. Sebab dia nak separate dia punya Batman dengan tu tau. So if that will put in kan, lagi cun lah. That's why
I mean possible the next movie might tackle that.
So I hope I'm really hoping so.
Macam kita orang mengharap benda tu. So kalau the next movie tackles benda tu, then all of this is moot point.
That's why. And I will be correct. I seorang je yang rasa. Macam tu. But because for me everything is fine.
Actually, for me, everything is fine except for that point.
Because I accepted the Bruce Wayne that it is right now.
Okay.
Because dia macam tak ada time for all that. Dia macam too immersed dengan dia punya pain. Dia too immersed in what he wants to do. Yang dia macam tunnel vision.
Actually, I want to agree with you. I was at that same road. I was on that same road juga lah. But this is year 2.
Year 2 is still new.
Yeah, I know, but tapi kalau tengok previousnya, whatever year 1 Batman Begins ke, year 1 comic ke apa, dia masuk kan, dia put on that polished Bruce Wayne because he must.
Yelah,
so that means macam mana pun dia establish that Bruce Wayne dulu because society needs him to do so. Dekat year 1. So ni dah year 2, dah lama. So takkan kau nak brood lama tu kan. You know what I mean?
Tapi aku rasa okay je.
I have to agree to disagree that part juga. Sebab I really feel macam because he is too, you know, when people have like mental issues kan, macam they cannot get out of it by themselves. To consume on himself. He doesn't fucking care lah, to be honest. Dia macam memang doesn't give a fuck about anything else except his tunnel vision of I am justice. I am vengeance. Sorry. Sebab okay, that's the other thing macam I know you guys won't agree with me on this, tapi I pun rasa that part of the problem is that even bila kita tengok macam Batman Begins ni semua, it talks about the origin story of what happened to him. Lepas tu why dia nak jadi vigilante, and about him and dia punya training semualah to become who he is. Tapi dia tak adalah wear dia punya parents' death tu as a crutch tau. Mamat ni, this new Batman, for me, you tengok dia punya brooding macam tu, it's as if mak bapak dia baru mati semalam tau. Sebab I know every single Batman memang carries the stain of the parents punya mati and all that. Cuma I rasa because this movie is technically, this is something like 20 years after the fact. 20 years after the fact. Okay. So I rasa macam I would have liked to see a stronger trigger, a stronger trigger point as to kenapa dia masih lagi, not to say masih lagi brooding. I faham memang lagi brooding pasal bapak dia, and he never really got justice for it. Tapi dia macam almost to the point yang Bruce Wayne dia macam non-functioning Bruce Wayne tau. Non-functioning So I rasa macam okay, so what you been doing for the last 20 years? I rasa macam nak kena ada juga some semblance of I would have like to have seen some semblance of normal life for him. Sebab I rasa memang tak nampak langsung for me.
That's why saya tadi macam maybe he cakap betul, dia tak boleh nak keluar semua, tapi dia akan try to put on and then he will brood behind the scenes.
Tapi yelah, okay, you know what I mean? I understand those points, tapi I rasa bukan in this moment.
I think that will come later.
It will come later.
Because he has not established himself as the bad yet, kan? The kick-ass bad.
And then macam this iteration of Batman and Bruce Wayne is the kind yang macam the asshole-nya kind of Batman tau. Macam yelah, like macam dia tak peduli benda lain. Dia he only thinks of himself. Even like macam in the comics kan, he uses Robin to his advantage tau.
That's true.
All the Robins
dia
to his
actually
advantage.
employ Robin tu sebenarnya okay lah, this is like macam deep dive in some of the comics kan. Dia guna Robin tu as distraction tau. Dia put Robin in danger so that dia boleh belasah orang jahat tau. That's how selfish he is tau.
Tapi masalahnya Robert Pattinson doesn't come across as selfish dalam cerita ni. This is my issue. Sebab I rasa that makes a lot of sense.
Dia
That
macam
makes
single
sense.
track minded.
Single track mind tu yes, I agree. Single track mind, dia macam tak peduli sangat. Tapi through this movie, I tak rasa pun yang dia selfish in a sense macam dia akan sacrifice innocent people or put people in harm's way for his own need. Memang dia akan belasah orang jahat semua. Tapi he also has a very strong moral compass lah. Sebab tu dia tak belasah budak yang gang-gang yang first tu. Budak tu dia tak belasah. Sebab in his point of view, budak tu tak buat salah. Right? And then he has all these things macam he tries to help Catwoman lah. You know, dia tak adalah macam orang yang selfish. I tak nampak benda tu.
Dia bukan that
bukan
kind of
selfish,
that kind of selfish.
No,
Dia
it's
memang
different.
dia memang macam trying to
dia
apa tu,
macam
uphold justice.
Dia tactical punya otak tau.
Yes.
Tapi he will use everything in his apa tu? What you call it?
Basically like this lah. He will sacrifice things for the greater good
Yeah,
in his mind. Dia macam tu tau.
Dia bangsa apa tau?
Borderline ruthlessnya.
Borderline ruthless.
Even the mainline Batman yang hang out dengan Justice League semua kan. Dia ada apa tu, contingency plan for each and every hero.
If
In
anything
case
goes wrong,
anything goes bad with the hero, even Superman lah, siapa Flash semua dia tahu weaknesses. Dia simpan dossier semua of how to tackle them in case they turn bad tau. Tapi apa tu, dia simpan benda tu secret, semua orang tak tahu until like macam villain uncover benda tu and use that against against the Justice League kan. Tapi bila everything dah settle kan, lepas tu the heroes confront dia balik kan, dia macam I don't give a shit. Macam you know, you guys could turn bad kan. Mampus kau lah.
This is also why backtrack sikit yang pasal the Robin that he sacrifices the Robin tu kan, as distraction. Why do you think Batman is always in black, Robin macam colourful gila? So that is also the key point of that goddamn distraction lah. So that this is also why macam later on why his first Robin, Nightwing pun dah tak nak have anything to do with the Bat.
Memang dah realise kan macam kimak sama mamak ni.
Macam kau ni memang gunakan aku through and through kan. Macam pergi mampus kau.
Dia macam you kinda like apa tu, care about me but don't. So macam I'm like macam what is going on here tau.
Okay. No, I mean I think it's all valid points. Cuma my point of view is still that if that is the Batman he's supposed to see, I need to see that in the film. A little bit. Because I can't just go, I mean like you can't tell me like okay, read 500 pages of comic book to understand.
That's why
no, but I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Memang lah, I guess if you really know his character from this point of view, you can probably understand. You would probably be easier for you to accept yang macam Mamat ni is like this. Macam he really has not become Bruce Wayne pun. In the last 2 years dia tak jadi Bruce Wayne pun. So sekarang dia jadi Batman dulu sebelum dia jadi Bruce Wayne sebenarnya, right? That's kind of
he
it,
want
right?
to establish his bats first. Sebab dia
faham.
macam feel that is his true nature. Then later on baru macam you know eventually become the Batman that you want lah, the Bruce Wayne semua yang you guys want. So I think this is still macam do I really need to be Bruce Wayne ke tak?
Tapi I will still have like to see a little bit of Bruce Wayne. I rasa tak perlu banyak pun. Like even what you were saying, I rasa tu dah cukup.
Asalkan dia macam agree to Alfred pun dah cukup kan. Actually that's what I wanted at least.
After the whole thing where Alfred cakap ni this board, sebab I rasa the whole board meeting whatever tu yang jumpa accountant dan kata we cannot do this, bankrupt, benda tu dah jadi macam fly away comment now. Sebab we never deal with it in the film. I mean you plant it but you never deal with it. Kan?
Okay lah, I will probably agree that part because the point of apa tu, we had little interaction with Alfred.
Betul.
Yes.
Itu je. Kalau
betul.
macam
I
ada
want
banyak
Alfred.
sikit interaction with Alfred, maybe we get that.
Probably lah.
Betul.
Tapi because
Yeah.
dia macam Alfrednya screen time macam limited, so maybe
betul.
tak dapat berkembang sikit lah kot. Or
betul.
maybe the things that you wanted to see tak dapat kan.
Betul.
Because people think Andy Serkis is not good looking enough ke?
Not really.
Kan ni punya
All the
theory.
Alfreds were old anyway. So macam I
Ah.
tak rasa. Tapi itulah I rasa dia nak cerita banyak sangat benda.
Betul. That's why 3 hours.
Dia nak kena make sacrifices.
Yeah.
Tapi I tak rasa dia make sacrifices all in the right places ah. So macam I pun rasa macam kan you were saying something earlier pasal it's so nice to see Alfred how he runs the household.
Yes. Dan dapat cun.
Duduk kat meja dengan newspaper, lepas tu Bruce Wayne baru keluar macam ada makan ke?
Alfred ada dia punya butler ni, maid di sini.
Betul macam Bruce you want apa?
Exactly. So that's the bit
kan?
yang I rasa I wanted to see more of that. I rasa tu tak cukup. Bukanlah daripada segi macam I make your breakfast, this is my butler. Bukan.
We want
Tapi
more
more
Alfred.
about the inner workings of how Alfred has been running
Wayne
Wayne Industries kan for the last 20 years since budak ni clearly for the last 20 years tak guna.
Kena banting tahu mana training
20 tahun tau dia punya tak guna tu lama gila kan. So obviously this guy's been holding down the fort. How has he been doing it? And also basically sekarang ni what is Alfred punya thoughts on him being Batman now? Sebab ni baru lagi.
Actually dia pun he doesn't really agree because you can see that macam when he showed Alfred the letter from Riddler tu kan to the Batman, he was like, macam because you being Batman now you get this, like what the hell kan?
Betul.
I got it macam he's not very happy that he's being Batman now. Macam best
Tapi
juga
itulah I kind of feel like that whole thing where you could have had that conflict between Alfred and him in a sense that okay lah, kalau you want me to accept that you want to be this crazy vigilante, I want you to agree that you're going to be more Bruce Wayne. You know that kind of thing lah. So I kind of feel like the Alfred role tu sangat penting dalam cerita ni. I would have liked to see a bit more of it compared to maybe some of the other things we saw. Macam banyak things kan macam more developing on the Riddler punya side and then on the whole Falcone and the whole Penguin kan. And we macam kau nak pergi club tu 2 kali, once as Batman, once as Bruce Wayne. I rasa macam tak payah kot, you know. I would have liked to see the more important stuff in terms of setting up this Batman's world lah. What is his struggle dalam this world and what is the duality dari segi tu.
But I see where you're coming from, and then I rasa macam they almost got it. And the scene yang macam dia cakap nak kena pergi tengok the board. Was it the board ke or the funeral? And then he wanted to go and then dia tak ada cuffling. And then
it's a funeral kan?
the whole exchange and dia macam you know actually this cuffling is from your father. That tender moment between them kan macam
Betul.
That scene was very soothing actually.
kan?
Tapi he was really mean to Alfred in that scene.
He was really mean
He was
to
really
Alfred.
mean because when Alfred said ni family kan, betul dia kata, so are you part of the Wayne family now? He was really mean in that scene. And then that's also the other thing yang I rasa a bit kelakar pasal dia punya macam unwillingness to be attached to the Wayne name is seolah-olah dia sebenarnya tak suka mak bapak dia. You get what I'm saying not? So it's always been that Batman lost his parents, he loved his parents so much. Wayne Industries is his legacy and that's where Bruce Wayne punya bravado comes from sebenarnya. Is keeping the parents' legacy alive. Tapi this Batman is like, you know what, to shit with all of this. It kind of feels like that
because dia belum kena sekolah lagi dengan Alfred tu.
Yelah, possible lah juga.
But I have another theory juga. Macam this is just theory lah. The reason why he's like that is because macam because nama Wayne ni my parents died. Sebab macam it's too
like
heavy.
Macam it's like a curse.
It's a curse because everybody wants to be a Wayne. Everything is a Wayne.
Betul.
Because of that, they died. So macam why do I need to hold on to this shit thing that caused my parents to die? There could be it as well.
Even dalam Batman Begins Alfred sekolah kan masa dia tengah jadi college kan dia sekolah kan Bruce Wayne tau. Kau cakap macam ni pasal parents kau kan.
Betul.
Berani kau.
Make sense lah juga.
So I rasa dia belum kena sekolah lagi.
Dia belum
dia kena sekolah sikit je.
Betul.
Dengan
Mungkin
Alfred,
dalam Second movie, kita akan tengok Alfred sekolahkan Batman.
This shit needs to happen.
So itulah. Okay, lepas tu, okay, the biggest thing yang I macam tak suka. Oh no, there's a few things
There's a few things.
I rasa macam banyak benda you tak suka.
Okay, dia macam ni. I rasa again, I punya complaint yang sama je tau. I rasa dia nak pergi kat sini, lepas tu dia U-turn. Dia nak pergi dia U-turn. Dia nak pergi dia U-turn. I benci tau. Sebab I rasa macam kau tak nak commit. Macam kau nak buat benda, tapi kau tak nak commit kan. Macam okay, contoh, you are doing like a detective noir story.
Yes.
All well and good. I buy. Okay. You've got a character like Riddler. Dah memang betul lah macam Zodiac Killer. I buy.
Alright.
Tapi riddle yang dia suruh kau solve tu gila lah senang nak mampus. Yang macam tak payah buat apa-apa. Macam teka-teki budak sekolah. Macam apakah berwarna biru dan terbang di waktu malam? Oh, itu adalah kelawar. Macam you don't get to see Batman punya detective skills. For me, the only one yang you dapat tengok detective skill is the first one, which had the cipher.
The cipher tu.
Yang dia balik and then you get to see
Alfred yang buat
Alfred pun
kan?
macam tiba-tiba Alfred yang boleh but it's okay because then you see kind of like he learns stuff from Alfred. Okay.
And my 6 skills kan.
Betul. Macam okay, tapi every other riddle after that he just solves it off the top of his head. Every other thing is just off the top of his head tau. Macam there is no investigating. It's like pop quiz. Macam kau jawab pop quiz tau. Macam it feels like that. Okay, that's one. And then number 2 is that, okay, kalau you're gonna give me a detective, you're telling me this Batman is a detective Batman, and the villain is a fucking serial killer. You gotta give me true detective. You gotta give me Seven. You gotta give me that kind of shit tau. Where it is like,
so you tak rasa ada macam Seven sikit lah?
Oh, langsung tak.
Langsung tak ada.
It's a very PG-13 Seven lah for me.
Itulah. But that's what I was trying to say, that he's trying to fashion it as Seven juga sebenarnya kan.
Yeah, but itulah the
vibe
problem.
ada sikit lah, tapi macam
tak, daripada segi
really
cinematography ada. Tapi daripada segi narratif tak ada. Dia macam terlalu mudah. Like it's like, okay, you find out that all these people are getting killed, and they are all like pieces of a puzzle. Betul. Tapi dia punya pieces of puzzle tu wishy-washy tau. Macam okay, first you kill this guy, and then it turns out macam pasal this mayor guy is in somebody's pocket lah, pocket dan semua. Lepas tu turns out it's all related to the renewal project.
And
renewal
everybody
project,
yang dia
kan?
kena bunuh tu is all corrupted.
It's all corrupted, and actually it's all part of they're all taking money from renewal project lah. Sebab after bapak Bruce Wayne mati, they all macam free for all kat dalam tu, right? And because of that, Riddler is an orphan who didn't get the money that was promised to the orphanage. Okay. Lepas tu, what happens after that?
And
lepas tu tiba-tiba, so the grand plan is to place 7 cars around the city and break all the water pipes. I rasa macam tak cantik. Macam kalau you tengok macam 7, dia based on the 7 scenes. So each thing is like this person represents envy, greed, you know. Dia strong tau. Dia strong daripada segi macam, and even I think to a certain extent the Zodiac Killer, who was a real person, the Zodiac Killer, is all about like when he kills people and then he will in a certain way and all this kan. So
there's
macam
an art to it lah.
There's an art. There is. Itu sebab I rasa macam Riddler tu for me tak, sebab I cakap he's not scary, sebab dia tak reach dia punya full villainous potential lah. Sebab I rasa dia sangat cun. Dia karakter yang sangat cun, sangat best semua. Tapi I rasa macam at the end of the day, kalau you look at dia punya plan as a whole, macam tak strong. Itu je yang I rasa macam.
Actually, I have agree with that sebenarnya.
Okay, for me macam, because ni pun Riddler punya debut. Dia pun baru first time buat benda kan. So macam banyak benda tak tight. So as he goes along,
I tak boleh agree.
Joker Heath Ledger first time masuk, fucking killed it.
Joker is different.
So no, they could have made Riddler. If Joker dia orang boleh buat yang tu, Riddler pun dia boleh buat yang tu.
But Riddler dia ada certain qualities of Riddler yang macam dia ingat dia bagus.
Tapi sebenarnya tak.
But sebenarnya dia perasan dia bagus, because he always feels that he's lagi bagus than Batman. Tapi dia tak. And that's always his downfall.
But I also feel macam, okay, looking at all the past Riddlers kan, dia punya riddle this time macam too simple lah. Memang I agree on that point. Sebab macam I've seen how nasty and how complicated the Riddler punya riddles can be tau. Tapi ni macam kita feel like macam very
macam ada mode of delivery dia kan via the cards tu pun for me lame. Sebab sebenarnya dia boleh tinggalkan the clue on the bodies of his victims tau. Dia
pasal they can do
the
that
riddles into their throat.
Tapi tak boleh kot sebab PG-13.
Okay fine, it's PG-13. Tapi my point is macam you're hinting towards, okay yes, I think that makes sense. Mungkin dia nak go super dark tapi tak boleh because of rating and all this, and I guess also because of the franchise itself. Understood. Memang completely understood. But just imagine yang part yang kan muka mamat tu kena makan dengan tikus sampai mati. When they found the tikus punya cage tu, the reader could have been written in that guy's blood. You boleh je make it more, rather than kau tekan satu ni secret compartment clothing, lepas tu ada cut. You know, I just you get what I'm saying tak? Macam and it's repetitive. Dia macam balik-balik cut. Macam I wouldn't have minded macam one cut. And then other modes of like,
actually I don't mind the same cut, but put it in really different or susah punya figure out places. Because that's what the Riddler does tau. Macam makes you work for the clue. Ni macam too simple, macam the bat is hanging there, benda tu kat situ je macam
macam it makes Batman unable to really show his investigating skills. That's yang I rasa macam kurang. Macam kalau the riddles were smarter and you can really show Batman punya mental capacity kan, dalam macam dia socially awkward, dia brooding semua, tapi gila babi nak solve crime kan, dia macam gempak gila. Benda tu I rasa macam
buat dia jadi nampak macam savant sikit lah.
Dia nampak more macam savant rather than somebody who's using his brains and lining up all the clues to solve the problem. Except for the part yang kan yang dia korek kapet. Itu je part yang macam ni sikit. Macam investigate macam jap dia terfikir Mamat first ni kena bunuh dengan benda ni. Dia macam teringat evidence back. Okay, itu ada sikit.
But a little too late lah.
Tapi too late. Itu dah last. You know, so all this while kita macam follow dia macam teka-teki keluarga bersama singa.
Teka-teki keluarga bersama singa. School kan?
Macam tu lah. Macam apakah yang
Rina masalah tu seorang semua tak boleh jawab.
Lepas tu menang naik kereta dengan mesin jahit. Menang kereta dengan mesin jahit.
Menang kereta dengan mesin jahit.
Dia macam peti ais. Tapi mesin jahit tu mesti ada lah. Sebab singa kan. Kelakar gila tu. Tapi benda tu lah. So itu I tak blame apa. Itu narrative. Itu narrative problem. So ingredient balik-balik cakap benda sama. I ni dah macam parrot rosak tau. Semua cerita cakap benda sama kan. Ingredients dah ada.
Tapi tak cukup.
Ingredients dah ada. Tapi macam dia punya cara gaul tu kurang.
Kan? Cara gaul?
Macam air tangan dia tu kurang tau. Macam tu.
Tak ada seni
Ingredients ada tapi tak cukup.
Dia letak Thermomix kot.
Dah letak Thermomix. So dia dah tak ada air tangan. So kurang sikit.
Thermomix tak ada air tangan.
Okay.
That's what my dad said, you know?
Apa dia?
Thermomix tak ada air tangan.
Banyak betul-betul.
Wise.
I mean, I tak tahu. Banyak orang cakap sedap lah Thermomix kan. Tapi I rasa itu orang cakap tak ada air tangan. You know? Itulah.
So it's like this movie.
So this is basically it also lah. Thermomix tak ada air tangan.
Like a Thermomix yang tak ada air tangan.
Dia macam gempak. Thermomix tak ada air tangan kan. Dia macam gempak gila kan. Gempak precision tau. Tapi macam kurang sikit sebab tak ada air tangan.
Man.
Tak, okay. And then lagi satu benda. Lagi satu benda is the whole thing where I really did not enjoy the fact that they in the third act. When they tease us with the fact yang Riddler knows who Batman is. Okay, Riddler teases us and knows who Batman is. Siap tajuk video unmasked kan, the last video siap macam, and Batman macam oh shit, his last deed is he's going to expose me, he's going to tell the world that I'm fucking Bruce Wayne. So then he goes all the way to Arkham semata-mata want to stop this from happening. Lepas tu Mamat tu macam Bruce Wayne. Lepas tu dia macam Bruce Wayne is the only one that we did not get to kill.
Aku ni reaction macam, kau ni bodoh ke sebenarnya?
Sorry lah.
That's why I said kan, dia macam dia ingat dia lagi bagus daripada Batman.
Tapi okay, I ada baca, I tak baca komik dia kan, tapi I ada baca dekat internet. Diorang cakap dalam komik, Riddler tahu Batman adalah Bruce Wayne, and dia memang nak expose. Tapi Batman cakap dengan dia, what is the greatest riddle in the world? Lepas tu, the greatest riddle in the world is who is Batman. Okay, so dia cakap Riddler, if you expose me, everybody will know. Kan, pasal Riddler kan gila kan. So macam, but if you don't expose me, you will be the only one who knows this. Right? And then sebab tu Riddler tak bagi tahu tau. Sebab tu Riddler tak bagi tahu the world that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Is it in the comic?
Yes, I don't know which comic.
Ke pasal movie ni?
Tak, bukan pasal movie ni.
Okay,
I read this in a forum, macam chat forum lah.
Ni mesti yang old school punya komik.
I tak tahu.
Aku rasa Hush.
Hush Sebab Hush dia tak follow Riddler langsung kan. Sebab masa Hush dia macam jadi
either Hush comics or the Hush apa tu? Hush animated movie.
I tak tahu where it's from lah guys. Kalau korang tahu maybe ni. But my point is, for me, that would have been more satisfying. Sebab I kind of feel macam the way they did it, dia macam saja nak tease audience tau. Macam this is it kan. Lepas tu belakang macam alah, macam for me lame gila. Sorry lah. Itu benda yang I paling tak suka pasal cerita ni. It's not a bad thing. Dia macam to each his own. Dia macam to each his own lah. Mungkin some people akan rasa macam okay je. Okay je sebenarnya Riddler ni bodoh.
I am that person. Okay je.
Tapi sebab dia macam mana tau, masa dia datang raid rumah Riddler dekat tempat last tu, lepas tu ada gambar Batman, ada gambar Riddler, lepas tu ada gambar Bruce Wayne dalam gambar yang sama. I rasa kau tengok crime board ni je, tak kisahlah kau polis ke bukan, kau tengok Bruce Wayne Batman. Faham tak?
Kalau tak, you'll get the idea.
Dia macam set up, lepas tu saja nak cakap unmasked. Padahal video dia pun it's not even him unmasking himself. It's just I'm gonna unmask the city. Macam lame. Lepas tu macam dah so Bruce Wayne tu kan. I'm macam, in that moment I macam dah excited tau. Sebab I'm thinking like, shit, this film is gonna go there. This film,
just like masa dia orang nak buat macam nak bunuh Alfred tu kan.
Kan.
Macam
I thought they really want to go there.
Aku
I thought
pun
they really gonna kill Alfred. Damn, man.
But if they kill Alfred, I'd be very upset.
No, that's why.
Upset, tapi macam it's a bold choice.
Yeah.
I rasa kalau macam if they follow through lah.
Exactly. So this is my point. They make bold choices, tapi dia tak follow through. I'm okay Alfred tak mati. I pun
actually,
memang
I'm kind of glad lah.
Macam
Alfred tak mati.
I pun tak rasa macam shit, Alfred should have died. Macam you made that choice kan. Tak. Tapi in terms of the other things that I've mentioned, I rasa if you're going to make that kind of choice, you commit. Kalau tak, just don't do it. Because it's fucking like you're playing with my emotions. Lepas tu
maybe that's the intention.
When you play with my emotions, you're gonna give me something like, fuck, I didn't see that coming. Ni macam play my emotions macam tak macam
You know what they did not? They pull M. Night Shyamalan.
Betul.
Dia bagi kau build up expectation.
Betul tak apa. Sebab kalau diorang establish yang Riddler tahu Batman adalah Bruce Wayne, sebab dalam scene Arkham tu, kan dia cakap dengan Batman, kita sebenarnya sama. Right? And I thought that's really cool. Sebab sebenarnya betul. Kita sama. Cuma we are on different side of the coin. And I'm also serving out vigilante justice. Betul tak? I am killing all these politicians because they deserve to die. Kau pun bunuh orang juga. Apa beza? It's just that I'm being upfront about it. Right? Riddler is like that. I'm just being upfront. Memang orang ni semua jahat. Bapak kau pun jahat. You know, so therefore you pun deserve to die lah. You know that kind of thing. Kalau dia dalam that scene, memang dia cakap dia tahu. He doesn't have to tell the world. Tapi he tells Batman that memang aku tahu kau ni Bruce Wayne. Then the whole thing about yang dia deliver package kat rumah Bruce Wayne yang meletup masa Alfred buka tu will make a lot of sense. Sebab killing dia semua precision kot. Kenapa Bruce Wayne seorang je macam wishy-washy gila cara dia bunuh. Sebab tu, am I wrong? Could it be that in that Arkham scene sebenarnya Riddler knows that Bruce Wayne is Batman Bila dia macam Bruce Wayne, lepas tu dia cakap macam Bruce Wayne is the only one kan. Macam dia acah Batman tau. I tak tahu sebab I haven't been able to find any information online
bunyi dia
about
macam
that.
tu.
Bunyi
dia
macam
nak
acah.
I
Bunyi
mean,
macam acah.
I pun ada rasa macam mungkin dia acah.
Itulah.
Either dia it could, yelah, it could be like macam if you tengok face value macam he's kind of like bodoh. Tak tahu that Bruce Wayne is Batman. But also on the flip side, dia acah.
Itulah. Mungkin in the weeks to come we will see online orang cakap macam ni. Tapi I would like to think memang is acah. That means dia tahu. And then kan dia tengah tengok CCTV camera masa dia Bruce Wayne ni kan dia tengok CCTV camera kan. I rasa in that moment mungkin dia tengah acah Batman. Macam it's like okay, I'm gonna expose you.
Bagi Batman cuak sikit.
Dia bagi Batman cuak. Lepas tu dia macam Bruce Wayne is the only one. Kan?
Actually, sebab fikir balik kan, nanti ada end creditnya scene tu kan ada Riddler punya ni kan. So maybe lah macam dia cakap.
Itulah.
Dia cakap.
Kan. Sebab nanti Riddler kan akan team up dengan Joker. Macam the end of this film tu.
That is my only problem with the movie. And I rasa that's the one yang the studio medal.
Okay.
Kena letak je kat Joker. Why do you need to put Joker at the end? Nak kena letak je kat Joker. You could have done away without Joker tau. Kan? Why do you need to put Joker? Tak habis Joker. Kan?
Tapi,
Itu
kan
je.
ada satu komik yang Joker dengan Riddler team up nak take down Batman ke apa. Tapi lepas tu they end up macam destroying each other.
Banyak.
Sebab Riddler kan tak habis dengan dia punya riddles. Lepas tu si Joker ni tak habis dengan dia punya lawak. Lepas tu macam benda-benda kan. Apa it's called something joke. Bukan killing joke. Bukan killing joke. Dia ada this one yang I tengok semalam. Dia macam cakap pasal ni. So I tak tahulah kalau dia macam nak do something in
that light lah. Because it looks like macam dia gonna team up kan.
Nampak macam dia gonna team up lah.
Tapi
juga
I rasa the decision to even though you tak berapa nampak dia sangat, but you know he's the Joker lah. Bila dia dah gelak and he does that joke kan, you know he's the Joker kan. Tapi apa salah, it was so ngam already that macam throughout the movie memang the main baddie is the Riddler je kan. Tapi kau nak insert juga at the end is Joker.
Kenapa you tak suka benda tu? Why don't you like that choice?
Tak, because I think
sangat. Macam
not just cliche. Macam we could use other villains kot.
Rasa macam overuse
macam,
because
balik-balik
a lot
je kan.
of villains
because apa-apa hal kau balik-balik kat Joker. Anything apa tu, even sometimes the problem dekat dalam animated movies and series pun macam say Joker. Say Joker.
Macam riding on the popularity of the character kan. Macam tak nak try something new.
So we must include the Joker.
Padahal banyak lain kan.
Padahal dia punya roles sekali dia banyak tau.
Banyak gila. And
Ah.
actually Batman villains best tau. It's really
and
good.
Banyak yang macam humans.
Apa Gallery of Rogues apa? Bukan Rogue Gallery. Rogue Gallery of Rogues. I just sophisticated sikit.
Hoity-toity.
Dia ada banyak macam Professor Pig.
Ya, betul.
Apa lagi?
Banyak Scarecrow,
Mad Hatter. And lepas tu
League
yang
of Assassin.
macam The Court of Owls tu lagi. Lepas tu apa tu yang ada apa marionette tu. Dia ada satu mamat ni marionette dia.
Puppet.
Dia macam puppet. Mamat yang pegang puppet tu macam very meek and macam nerdy apa semua. Tapi puppet dia gangster.
Okay, I forgot the name.
Apa nama dia aku tak ingat. Tapi macam
yelah,
those are real people yang ada mental problem tau.
There's other okay, so what you're saying is there's other characters worth developing yang kita tak tengok lagi. So kenapa nak kena bawa balik Joker ni juga?
Also, judging by the way they portray this Riddler, macam they could easily make all those other characters
semua macam tu juga.
Betul.
And then he has this one villain nama The Calendar Man. Itu pun macam serial killer macam gila babi.
Yeah. Like the Zodiac Killer juga kan. Calendar.
The Calendar Man ni. Macam dia ada banyak tau. So just
actually also because they already planted in Arkham tau. Arkham is the centerpiece of all these villainous people tau. Tapi sebenarnya anytime they can choose any of these villains that's already in Arkham and then develop. Kenapa kena Joker?
Tapi maybe we have to see kot next movie what happens, I guess kan.
But it could be Joker, but it's going to be Joker lah. You know, it could have been any of the other villains kot. Macam banyak gila. Why they have to use Joker?
Kononnya macam in the first year dia dah deal with Joker dah masuk Arkham and second year dia Riddler kan. Tapi it looks like macam they're gonna tackle Joker again kan.
Mungkin dia akan buat Riddler Joker combo lah.
It's not gonna go well lah.
Tak tahulah macam
I hope
mana.
dia boleh tak tahulah, tengoklah. But I'm kind of getting sick of the Joker sikit kan?
Tapi you have so much love and confidence in Matt Reeves, right? In a sense of what he has achieved with this Batman kan. So maybe you kasih je lah benefit of the doubt kan. Kod dia boleh bagi you something interesting. Tak tahu.
Kalau dia bagi something interesting and the guy that plays the Joker you know
can pull it off
and bring his own take on Joker yang tak macam Jared Leto. Sorry.
Exactly. Tak. The thing is like maybe a younger Joker that's not like Jared Leto you know young, you know what I'm saying, right? Somebody who probably hasn't been Joker for that long juga. Tapi tak tahulah.
The small screen time yang Joker ada tu pun kan, he doesn't really feel like the Joker that we know. Dia macam orang, he feels like macam orang biasa yang gila sikit.
Betul. Dia macam belum jadi the maniacal insane guy that he is kan.
Dia macam
menarik
dia still ada gila. Dia still ada gila tapi dia macam kinda sane a bit.
Betul. Cara dia cakap tu kan.
Macam kalau if you take away that scene yang nampak muka dia sikit and you take away the laugh, could be anyone. You know?
Actually,
it could be anyone.
I was asking Chip whether it was either Joker ke who's the other character. I said it could be.
Masa before dia gelak tu, I tak tahu who the hell is this. Jadi bila dah gelak, okay, it's Joker.
Bila
dia bagi joke tu macam okay, it's Joker.
Tapi itulah. So okay, lepas tu apa lagi?
I think we covered a lot already kan.
Banyak the key points lah. So,
okay, tapi kita tak cover one more thing. Catwoman. What do we think about Catwoman and whether Zoe Kravitz jadi ke tak jadi ke?
Zoe Kravitz memang jadi. I rasa macam she'll be the eye candy of this movie and the next young boys punya fantasy lah.
But I feel it's well done though.
Dia macam
very cantik.
Dia tak macam dia orang tak macam
over
sexualize her tau. Kan?
Yes.
Dia tak over sexualize her.
Like.
And then macam she in this story pun macam kind of fits. Dia macam dia punya story macam intertwine with everything that's happening. Macam doesn't feel forced pun.
I rasa macam the thing that I like about her is the whole macam dia ada that feel of macam an agent. Like she feels like a spy. Dia ada spy element sikit lah. Bila dia tolong Batman pergi ni semua kan. Tapi again, I rasa storyline dia flimsy. So for me, I suka dia sebagai karakter. I rasa she really works. I think acting dia memang bagus. Tak ada no complaints. Tapi I rasa storyline dia sedikit flimsy lah, yang berkenaan dengan Annika tu dan you know, and then later finding Annika's body tapi sebenarnya tak ada resolve sangat pun benda tu. You know, things like that macam weak lah. Weak. Dia punya plot points tu macam weak for me. Lepas tu yang dia anak Falcone tu I rasa kind of wedged in lah benda tu.
Okay.
Sebab I rasa benda tu sebenarnya doesn't add anything to the story. Macam it's just so that lepas tu bila time yang dia stuck dengan Falcone tu, macam dia macam boleh macam kononnya exact her revenge on him. Tapi the problem is it was never really set up that she has so many daddy issues tau. I rasa her ultimate goal dalam ni sebenarnya nak seek vengeance untuk kawan dia, Annika tu. So I rasa the whole idea Falcone tu bapak dia macam You know, macam tak perlu.
It doesn't matter.
I rasa it just macam kononnya nak strengthen lagi her sebab. This is my problem with this film. Itulah dia macam minor kan, we're going into details. Dia minor. Kalau banyak je cerita that don't do this well at all. Tapi like I was saying in the non-spoiler, I memang hold this film to a higher standard. Pasal it's really good. Macam the portrayal, the characters, benda cerita ni bagus tau. So I memang hold it to a higher standard. Macam I expect more. I expect it to be like near perfect tau. You know that kind of thing. So I just feel that macam itulah, macam you nak bagi character more motivation. Tapi lepas tu kau tak follow through kak. Itu I punya problem. Macam kau nak cakap Mina ni bukan saja kawan dia mati, tapi Feko ni juga bapak dia. Tapi sebenarnya we don't really deal with it pun. Faham tak? Macam even after she kills the father, tak ada apa pun. Faham tak? So macam it's just like macam
no, she didn't kill the father.
Oh no, she didn't kill the Dia nak bunuh tapi dia tak jadi. Batman datang kan. Ya betul. But that's my point lah. Lepas tu bapak dia mati jugalah. Kena tembak dengan si apa?
Riddler.
Tapi that whole storyline for me tak ada point. So I macam malas. You don't give me stuff and then nothing. Baik kau tak payah bagi. That's my thing. Pasal I'm always waiting for the payoff. I'm waiting for the payoff. Okay, you plan something with me earlier. I'm like okay. This thing is coming. So when it doesn't come, I'm like macam tu. Itulah niggles. You know, nigglings.
Nigglings. Like satu the thing yang I lagi suka, satu lagi I suka pasal this movie kan, is that Batman didn't really win. I mean he kind of lost to Riddler. But dia win in terms of orang lagi remember dia daripada Riddler. And Riddler macam shit.
Tapi I think
usually the case?
But I think the whole point for that was that walaupun he was not able to stop the catastrophe from happening, because the catastrophe happened, dia dapat transform daripada vigilante kepada hero. Kan? So macam sebab kalau dia menang, kalau macam dia manage to thwart the Riddler, people would still see him as just a vigilante to be feared. Kan? Tapi
that's why I feel like macam he uses that to his advantage juga. Dia calculative like that. Dia tahu dia memang tak sempat nak pergi diffuse all the bombs because it's all over the city kan, and benda tu dah cuma. But what is the next best thing that he can do? Turn himself in the public eye to become an ally kan. So orang macam
gila babi, I tak rasa pun benda tu calculated.
I
tak tahu. You rasa ke benda tu calculated?
Batman for me is always calculative.
But do you feel that way? Do you feel that dia tak ikhlas?
It's not tak ikhlas tau. Dia macam optimizes the best outcome that can happen. Dia bukan tak ikhlas. Dia ni macam as you say, is calculative. It's not macam dia tak nak buat. It's just that
dia macam kalau dia boleh disarm the bomb, kalau dia sempat he goes disarm. Kalau orang tak tahu dia hero ke apa, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because dia dah dapat disarm semualah. Kan? But because that happened, and the catastrophe happen in Gotham semua kan. So what's the next best thing yang dia boleh buat for him to one up the Riddler and to make himself like macam benefit for himself lah, is to be the hero.
Okay, itu yang I rasa macam I don't feel that way. I rasa macam dia tak sempat defuse bomb tu, so memang because dia memang ada heroic aspect dalam diri dia, dia memang pergi dekat tempat tu memang dia nak tolong orang I tak rasa yang dia pergi,
he memang buat tolong orang.
No I know, tapi I tak rasa macam okay, baik aku pergi sini tolong orang jadi aku boleh jadi hero. I don't feel that bit.
Also because dia nak thwart the assassination attempt
on the governor
tu.
But I don't think it's okay, I understand the calculative part, tapi macam to be the hero pun macam I don't quite agree that part. Tapi I feel that he wants to help, but he will calculate what is his optimum route. The things
that one I agree. Dia calculative in a sense, macam he will strategize on what can bring the maximum impact. Cuma I tak rasa yang dia fikir macam, I rasa at the end of it bila dia dah selamat-selamatkan orang, and then dia notice that orang begin to accept him, itu benda yang dia tak plan. Itu yang I rasa lah.
Especially for this stage, macam dia ni kan macam still baru year 2 kan. I don't think pun dia dah pandai calculate all that pun. Dia macam more of okay, I just do this because I think it's the most optimum. Macam jadi hero tu macam by the way lah kan. Because dia still, I feel he's not a complete Batman yet. Dia macam still macam intern Batman lah.
Intern Batman.
Dia macam Batman tak bergaji kan. Batman bawa kopi, Batman photostat barang kan. Batman macam tu lah kan. Sebab dia masih lagi I am vengeance tau. Dia nothing to do with I am justice ke apa.
Vengeance
dia memang just I am balas dendam. So macam I rasa the whole idea of being the people's hero tu is something yang he's not even bothered with lah. And
he doesn't want.
Dia macam aku mampus lantak semua. Yang aku tahu aku just nak, you know, I'm gonna blasa everybody macam diorang yang bunuh mak bapak aku. You know that kind of thing lah. It's just all this raw, unbridled anger in a way, right?
But at the same time, the anger is also controlled because he will make sure you do not kill anybody. Dia will never kill because he doesn't want anybody to feel what he feels, what he felt last time. That's the part as well. Macam kan Kevin want to kill Falcone, but he said no because that's his stand. He will never kill anybody, and he never does. So
tapi I rasa kan yang dia campak orang daripada balcony atas sampai ke bawah, so confirm orang tu mampus juga. I don't care lah what he says. Mungkin dia tak nak tembak orang lah sebab mak bapak dia mati kena tembak kan.
Ini yang mana?
Alah banyak lah. Kan yang dekat atas Madison Square Garden, Gotham Square Garden tu, masa dia dekat scaffolding atas. Yang Riddler punya copycat semua nak bunuh dia kan. Jatuh daripada atas tu semua.
Tapi bawah tu ada air.
Yelah tak. Tapi in real life you jatuh macam tu, patah belakang, patah leher, possible lah mati juga. Walaupun dia
patah riuk masuk hospital je.
Patah riuk. Yelah in a comic book world,
you will be crippled for life tapi you live.
Yelah in a comic book world lah. Tapi betul lah, memang he doesn't use guns kan. Memang and I pun rasa dia belasah orang, for me tak teruk pun. Macam we don't see blood or gore. Tak, dia memang belasah orang teruk.
Ada guy yang kena in the first act tu yang kena belasah tu.
Tak, maksud I fight sequence yang dia belasah-belasah orang tu violent. Tapi sebab tak ada blood and gore ni semua, jadi benda tu rasa macam acceptable lah. Bila kita tengok, kita rasa macam acceptable lah. I don't know how to explain.
It's for the PG rating.
Okay, yang part yang pasal dia belasah orang pun kan, this time around kan, kira sebab dia year 2 kan, dia punya belasah dia tak ada finesse tau.
Itulah it's brawler punya
belasah dia macam suka hati bapak, aku nak buat apa, tak ada.
Lepas tu dia pun kena belasah teruk.
Dia pun kena belasah teruk
kan.
Dia
macam tak ada finesse kan. Dia pun kena belasah teruk tau.
Kena tembak left and right semua macam fully utilizing the suit kan. Dia tak peduli kalau dia kena tembak ke tak kan.
Betul.
I'm still waiting for him to become Ben Affleck punya Batman, sebab dia punya fight scene tu is macam cun gila, because that's like how the games are kan. Dia punya fight scene cun sangat.
Itu sebab bila Batman tu dah ada experience. Dia dah plan out mana dia nak take out orang semua kan. So that's why he moves so
fluidly and
tactical lah maksudnya.
Tactical.
Dia belum training tactical lagi.
Dia belum lagi kan.
Ini bedal semua kan.
Dia bedal.
Sebab tu intern Batman. Dia macam dah ada basics dia, tapi macam tak tahu nak apply in real life. Macam tu lah.
So macam kalau dalam the next movie kita dapat tengok a slightly more finesse Batman, macam menarik lah juga kan. So kita nampak progression dia.
Awesome,
kan, progression dia.
Define kan. Lepas tu
define
dia punya Bruce Wayne pun dah macam dah ada duality dia semua kan.
Dia macam diamond in the rough kind of thing lah.
So sebenarnya actually for me, this is an origin story tau. Tapi a new origin story.
Betul.
A new origin story.
An origin story yang happen lambat sikit.
So for you, kalau macam the sequel delivers on all the one that you tak puas hati in this movie, and they delivered that in the second movie, so this movie is okay.
Origin story lah jadi.
Okay.
Okay.
Tak, dia okay.
Ada some bits so still.
Tapi itulah
tapi macam boleh maaf lah.
Macam the thing is macam yang dia still bagi aku false hope tu.
Like that,
Tak ada
Kesusahan nak buat
maafkan
tu,
lah.
I rasa still flaws in narrative Tapi kalau dia answer the whole Bruce Wayne thing, and dia answer the whole Riddler thing, I rasa memang drastically will change my view of this film drastically.
Okay.
Actually tu lah, my main grab dua tu je, the whole Bruce Wayne thing, and dia jalan-jalan masuk club, dia lepaskan polis semua dah. Kita pintu and shit.
Batman Club.
Dua tu je for me lah. Like a bit macam the story bit yang macam kita cakap kan, could have been better. Because there's actually room there to improve.
Dia
tak payah
space.
buat banyak sangat. Change a bit actually though.
Macam tweaks tau.
Tweaks
Itu I
sebenarnya.
rasa macam dia macam cantik gila, tapi dia macam ada setengah benda tu dia tak fix
It
tau.
could have been done.
And I feel when you have 3 hours screen time, you cannot afford to say kau tak cukup masa. Sebab sebenarnya you got more than enough time, tapi kau nak kena fokus apa yang penting. So kadang-kadang I rasa fokus dia macam lari tau. Macam okay, let's talk about the third act. Okay, what were your gripes?
Dia punya, for me lah, dia punya fight scene at the end dia macam biasa je. Kan rasa. Kan tak ada anything like macam wow kan. It's not like a big action set piece lah. You know, dia punya kind of fight scene at the end tu, it could easily be like macam tengah-tengah filem.
Betul, I agree sangat. Actually the last scene dekat Gotham Square Garden tu for me sangat disappointing Satu, gaduh dia tak best. Lepas tu lama, macam very long. Lepas tu masa dia dah gebak-gempak potong electrical wire, kono macam nak lompat, nak selamatkan semua orang, slow motion shot, turun kan, dush, masuk layan, tiba-tiba keluar dengan apa? Benda lawa tu keluar dengan flare. Air pada dada je. Keluar dengan flare kan. Jalan-jalan sekejap lagi nampak macam orang-orang budak kecil semua kan. Belakang this really like lame piece of, kononnya macam terperangkap kat belakang tu. Padahal benda tu macam senang gila nak cabut. And so obvious benda tu senang gila nak cabut. Then he extends his hands and seemingly to pull, you know, to help these people out. And then when they bangun kan, the water is like ankle ke knee length water lah. Macam apa benda ni?
Tak life threatening langsung.
Tak life threatening langsung tau. Macam I rasa macam anticlimactic sangat benda tu. So much. I keep thinking macam when you think about, okay lah, contohlah Spider-Man macam Spider-Man girlfriend siapa? Mary Jane
MJ.
MJ kan. Jadi Spider-Man kan, like MJ hanging off macam a building ledge tau. That kind of shit tau. You want to see, it doesn't have to be moment macam explosions semua tak payah. Tapi I need to see some real danger of the characters yang kononnya macam the people yang kononnya tak suka dia, but in this moment he is helping them anyway kan. I need to see them in more danger, more peril, to make that scene more impactful. So I honestly feel that after the part yang dia korek kapet, tarik benda tu, and then dia pergi jumpa Riddler tu, after the scene dalam Arkham tu, I dah lose interest that for me that was the best scene of that act. Lepas tu semua dah macam wishy-washy for me. Macam meandering and itulah inilah, romance dengan si Catwoman tu sekejap lah. Faham tak? Dia macam meleweh. I rasa dia meleweh. Tu je I punya issue.
I didn't like the part yang kan?
Siang-siang hari.
Not that man. Maybe in the comics yang dulu-dulu apa, like I said lah, I can't wrap my head around
Batman in the 80s, they walk around with the cops and apa tu, orang ramai semua.
Is that also macam trying to give the fanboys some nuggets here and there? Because macam it doesn't make sense to anybody else tau. Macam
I think because it doesn't make sense to anybody else.
Tau, kalau Batman ni kan is not super dark and gritty kan, I would say okay fine cool. Tapi dia dah set up this whole darkness ni. It is like kita cakap our place tak kena tau. Macam I tak rasa dia jive tau. Faham tak?
Lepas tu obviously to him, people knowing he is actually Bruce Wayne, macam benda yang sangat besar untuk dia. Macam bila Riddler macam nak expose benda tu, dia dah macam fuck, you know, macam this is gonna destroy him. Tapi I rasa dia bagi banyak sangat orang terlalu banyak peluang untuk tahu yang dia Bruce Wayne. Itu benda tu.
Being out in the public kan, biar orang ambil gambar dia semua.
Dia tak takut rookie mistake.
Itulah mungkin juga
rookie mistake.
The intern.
Intern Batman because ada at one point kan, just because dia nak tunjuk Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne and Batman is Batman kan, dia suruh Alfred pakai Batman sudah.
Bila
when he's being Bruce Wayne, Alfred kena pakai Batman suit.
Sebab dia nak make sure orang tak tahu Bruce Wayne is Batman. Itulah. Okay lah, kalau kita ambil from angle dia ni macam sangat rookie mistake semua benda, okay lah. Tapi I still kind of feel that macam tu lah, I rasa kononnya big deal. Dia tak nak orang tahu dia Bruce Wayne. Tapi gaya dia memang macam semua orang tahulah kau Bruce Wayne kan. Itu je. Itulah. Macam I rasa benda tu easily solvable lah. Macam like I said lah, kalau dia just have the scenes where tak ramai sangat orang, you know, he can still be in the thick of the action. Cuma in his scenes dia banyak dengan Gordon, and macam orang lain pun tak kacau sebab orang lain tahu they need him for the case, and cuma Gordon je yang ada access to him. Gordon je tahu macam nak cakap dengan dia kan. When they met dekat that abandoned building, yang dia bawa penguin, itu more Batman for me tau. Macam okay, it would make sense that Gordon would send out the bat signal, and then he would appear at all these different places, tapi the police will always be like not there, belum sampai ke, kena suruh keluar ke, you know. And then maybe dalam scene yang Mayor kena bunuh tu, the first one, bila the police commissioner masuk, commissioner tu akan face off dengan Batman, tapi without all those bloody police around them. Macam commissioner seorang je masuk masa Gordon dengan ni, and then commissioner cakap, what the hell is he doing here? Macam I wouldn't have left it to the rookie cop nak ni siapa sebab faham tak? I rasa macam tak penting scene tu. I rasa lagi strong bila commissioner tu masuk and dia cakap like what the hell you doing here? Kenapa kau bagi mamat ni ada kat sini? Tapi I rasa scene tu kalau tak ada polis-polis banyak-banyak tu dengan Mina yang duk ambil gambar dia semua, I rasa scene tu lagi powerful lah. Lagi powerful if they keep it small when he's there tau. So it just kinda
But I rasa because it's the mayor kot.
Itulah, I pun rasa same
No,
thing.
you tak faham. Bukan polis tak datang. Polis dah datang. Polis dah ambil gambar, dah buat kerja. Tapi Gordon calls Batman to go to the crime scene ni. Dia suruh semua orang belah dulu, macam keluar dulu. So in that room, it's actually just Gordon and him, and then the police commissioner masuk and tanya what the hell you doing here. Tapi it's not macam all these police standing around macam gawking. Rasa macam gawking at him macam sideshow attraction.
Selalu Batman he's always in the shadow. Kalau jumpa Gordon pun it's always privately. It's always been like that, and it works. And that's how it should be though. So it's kind of weird lah.
Dia rasa pelik lah. Dia rasa pelik sikit.
The only other time in cinematic Batman is Batman and Robin yang dia duduk atas stage ambil gambar, ada credit card semua kan.
That's the only cinematic Batman yang ada macam tu je lah kan.
Kalau macam dalam Dark Knight Rises tu, itu lain. Sebab itu masa tu Gotham City dah in anarchy. Dia take stage tengah gaduh ramai crowd kan. Itu different lah.
Tapi compared to that movie ni lagi bagus lah daripada Dark Knight Rises aku rasa.
Obviously lah.
Tak lah. Memang is not macam mana. It's not lah.
I understand.
Batman in the crowd.
That's your expectation lah. But I have seen Batman in this way. Dia macam dia walk among the cops, and the cops macam tak puas hati. Itu yang macam I'm okay.
In comics, for me in comics, yes.
But I also seen macam my other theory for this pun kan is like because Gordon is not the commissioner. He doesn't have that power to macam halau everybody. And somehow this is a high profile case and they don't have time. At this time macam dia tak ada the luxury of pergi halau semua orang, and then macam then only macam ni they need to run concurrently.
But the thing is, if you look at any crime, thriller, investigation, drama macam ni. For example, is the classic trope of when you have an FBI agent that has an informer. Yeah? Or has an informant, or is able to talk to one criminal to get to another. It's always macam source. It's my source. So selalu detektif tu dia akan dapat kelonggaran untuk bawa orang tu tengok crime scene privately, benda-benda macam tu, pasal it's allowed not because dia high in rank, but it's allowed pasal dia seorang je ada connection dengan orang ni, dan orang ni is key to the case. So itu I punya point of view lah, where I feel that sebenarnya macam I rasa lagi powerful kalau Batman boleh maintain dia punya whole in the shadows more. I'm not saying it's wrong. Yang walking among the police, I tak cakap salah. I'm just saying that macam for me rasa pelik. Macam susah nak accept sikit. Macam jap. Macam tu lah. Tapi I guess you know it's subjective lah it's subjective lah.
That's where I think the movie will divide people tau. People yang macam susah nak get around the Batman walking around with people tu kan, and people yang dah biasa seeing that in the comics tau. Yeah, because I see online pun banyak divided punya opinions
about that,
about this movie, not just because of that, but this movie in general tau. Some people macam tak berapa okay with the movie, certain things lah in the movie yang diorang tak berapa connect, and some people memang just lap it up lah kan, everything. So it's it is a very divisive movie lah, I rasa kan.
Overall,
tapi Rotten Tomato berapa ke?
Tinggi kot. Tinggi. I think critics 80+, viewers 90+.
Oh wow, that's really high.
Tapi depends juga, reviews are still coming in
itulah. Tapi still kritik pun 80% tau. That means not a lot of people agree wholeheartedly with the movie lah.
Tapi again pun critics review baru je nak masuk, sebab dia orang baru start keluar like 1 or 2 days ago banyak non-spoiler. Banyak non-spoiler. So nanti I think in a week's time you'll be able to get a more accurate reading lah kot.
Agak experimental jugalah sebenarnya kalau think of it.
Betul lah,
agak experimental jugalah.
Agak experimental lah. But I would
macam dia macam form tau. Experimental tapi macam kind of form.
I would like them to go that extra mile into the R-rated realm sikit.
Itulah, sama.
I mean just have the balls.
Sama.
You know,
I mean you're almost there.
You are almost there. Macam Marvel property dah pernah masuk R-rated tau.
Tapi maybe this is too big of a
that's
brand.
the thing. Dia orang macam takut because Batman is their main cash cow tau.
And they are too scared to take him to R-rated punya territory lah.
Tapi macam But you can't really bring kids into this movie pun anyway. Kan? If you want to, experiment lah.
But I guess it's also merchandising. It's also a lot of things kot. Macam
merchandising.
Memang lah. Tapi I think dia punya ni kids is still diorang punya one of their punya main markets lah. I think so. And also because they want it to be a family movie to a certain extent. Not macam you and your teen kids, you can watch it. You know, kalau R-rated tak boleh dah kan. Macam diorang boleh lah buat R-rated dengan Deadpool, sebab Deadpool tu macam not these people. I'm saying Deadpool as an R-rated because it's a smaller property. You know, tapi ni memang macam it's like Superman R-rated. It be kind of weird lah, I guess. Tapi I agree, kalau we could have it our way, yes, movie ni R-rated sure lagi impact punya. Sebab they can really go there with the whole serial killer story. Kalau dia nak buat more 7-ish kan, in a sense that it gruesome and macam disturbing kan, dia akan lagi cun lah. Tapi memang sebab dia punya rating, I rasa diorang tak boleh nak go to that level. So I faham.
Sayang lah.
Because they because that's the thing, in the comic they went there already.
They went.
Tapi I guess for the comics it's different kot. Macam different lah.
But comics pun budak-budak tengok kan.
I know, but this is like on the big screens in many countries.
That's the thing.
Macam you know, dia nak play to a mass global audience, so dia nak kena PG.
Itulah again, macam WB pun macam like you said, the movie dia macam dia tengah dia nak pull forward tapi dia macam step back balik.
Betul. Tapi itulah, that's why I rasa kalau you tahu you tak boleh go to level macam 7 in terms of gruesomeness semua, kau buatlah dia punya riddles dan dia punya grand plan complex sikit. Pasal sebenarnya you can show that on screen without sacrificing your rating. You make it super interesting tau. These riddles that Batman has to solve ni betul-betul pecah kepala tau. And it's like how all these little pieces come together. Sebab you tak boleh nak tunjuk the disturbingness of the murder per se, right?
And they can also buat a suggestive kind of death. You know what I mean? Dia boleh cakap, he got his head cut off or something like that.
The animated series readers lagi gempak.
Animated series readers cun gila.
Animated series readers lagi ada ni lah. The writers ada fikir lah.
That's why I felt a bit disappointed with the readers. Macam dah lah, macam placement dia macam senang sangat. So it's just
betul. Dia
senang
convenient
sangat.
Dia macam convenient tau. Which is a bit sad pasal that is already like from a narrative perspective that is over half of the movie.
Exactly.
Betul tak? We spend a lot of time on that So I rasa memang yang buat cerita ni best character dia. Character dia yang bawa cerita dia, bukan plot. Bukan plot. Character, mood, cinematography semua best Cuma dia punya overall narrative tu je yang kurang sikit.
Which is kind of sayang juga because after this we can't do another detective Batman story kan.
That's the thing. I've been trying to think though. Next one macam mana? Kan?
Yeah.
Tak tahu how he will do. Tapi bukan dia cakap memang he's not interested ke to make it part of the DCEU.
Tak, memang dia tak interested to make it part of the DCEU.
It's a kind of a standalone.
Dia akan buat dia punya own trilogy.
So kalau dia buat own trilogy, mungkin dia boleh still keep it in this detective investigative mode juga, tapi high tech lagi sikit. Possible. Tak possible.
Tak, because
depends on the new villains macam mana jugalah.
Because
not semua kau nak kena investigate. Some are just straight out crazy. Kau nak kena pergi and stop them just like that.
Betul.
That's why the only villain yang dia boleh buat investigative
Riddler
thing ni is Riddler je. Because yang lain semua macam kind of like straight up murderer.
Macam Two-Face pun too simple. Just it's just
tapi itulah kalau sekarang Riddler punya story tak habis lagi kan. So hopefully still boleh ada some investigative band lah for
kalau
he escapes from Arkham
and then he up his game lah and dia punya Riddlers tak tahu lah.
Ke macam Joker feeds him more intelligent riddles ke. He obviously needs help on that.
Ataupun Joker bagi dia bigger purpose.
Maybe.
You get what I mean tak? Macam dia kan, dia macam sebenarnya dia think small tau. Dia still think small. Dia macam fikir, kau tak bagi duit kat aku, so I very unhappy about the corruption. But it's not just pasal kau tak bagi duit kat aku. In general, dia rasa macam all these fat cats getting everything kan. Aku tak dapat apa-apa. You know. Tapi Riddler punya Joker punya ni more hellbent on absolute chaos and destruction lah. So mungkin dia, kalau dia mentor si Riddler ni, dia bagi dia purpose tau. Tapi it's still macam Riddler punya Riddles kan. Tapi with Joker punya purpose tau. Macam agak gila babi ke kan.
Joker tu sebenarnya pandai ke tu. Dia guna
dia pandai lah.
Dia guna orang.
I pun rasa it will never be a fair partnership. Dia mesti guna Riddler tu jadi dia punya whipping boy je kan. Dia punya distraction tu kan. So I rasa interesting juga kalau macam tu, especially kalau it's a younger Joker. Like you said, yang belum fully jadi cukup maniacal lagi, tapi dah memang dah ada ura-ura nak start cerita kan. It'll be interesting to see jugalah benda tu.
Actually, I just remember the other character that I thought could be at Arkham. This means one possibility I thought could be Scarecrow lah. Sebab Scarecrow pun likes to laugh maniacally macam tu juga. And Mamat tu pun dalam Always in Arkham. Because if it's Scarecrow, I rasa macam it can go far. Sebab Mamat tu is scary as fuck. That one, I love Scarecrow. Sebenarnya Scarecrow, dia lagi gila and lagi mean and will even do even more shit. Messed up things than Riddler ke dengan Joker. So that one would be very interesting kalau sebenarnya at the end tu bukan Joker but Scarecrow.
Betul-betul. Dulu Scarecrow Cillian Murphy
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian ke Killian?
Killian.
Tak, nama dia Cillian. I mean it's pronounced Cillian.
Tak, tapi orang panggil dia Cillian Murphy.
Oh, is it Cillian Murphy? Okay, so it's pronounced Cillian Murphy then. Maybe I salah kot.
Dia
Killian Murphy.
siapa kan? Daripada
Siapa? Peaky Blinders semua lah.
Yelah, the Peaky Blinders-nya guy tu kan.
Dia guy.
And most Nolan movies.
Dia banyak dalam Christopher Nolan cerita. Tapi actually dalam Batman Begins dia ambil Batman. Dalam Batman Begins we didn't see much of him pun sebenarnya.
Yelah,
tu
dia
tak cukup banyak.
Ala-ala
sikit-sikit kan.
Character.
Betul juga cakap his menarik juga kalau dia pasal not
main villain the
he
next
hasn't been in Scarecrow tak pernah jadi main villain kan.
Belum
lagi.
belum.
Tapi animated series pernah and also Teen Titans main villain kan. Titans.
The Titans
punya it is so
the recent
messed
Titan
up.
punya season tu lah.
Tapi bila baca pasal this movie memang dia orang semua cakap itu Joker kan yang last tu.
Definitely.
Tak nak. I nak orang lain.
Itulah it's like
rest kejap lah Joker tu. Rest
take a break,
kejap,
take a break.
Tapi kalau you cakap tu studio meddling, I rasa kemungkinan juga sebab that's what sells. Dia orang nak pakai villain that sells tau. Dia tak nak ni kan.
Kalau they make Scarecrow as a villain that sells boleh juga.
I rasa orang accepting aje. You know what I'm saying? Like, orang accepting je. Even if you don't give us Joker in the next film, bukannya orang takkan tengok. Betul lah. I think people also want to see new villains and new interpretation of old villains.
Exactly.
Betul. So I tak rasa pun benda tu problem. Mungkin jugalah meddling. Tak tahulah either meddling ataupun Matt Reeves daripada dulu dia ada idea dia of what Joker should be like, so dia nak I tak tahu. And there's a possibility of that as well,
better
right?
be good lah.
mungkin juga sebab DC kan lately they've been playing around with B characters in Suicide Squad apa semua. So macam boleh je kalau dia buat karakter lain kan. Actually so it's possible ni Matt Reeves punya ni juga actually
Tak tahu, we have to find out
possible lah.
Ke dia saja hope. This is my hope je lah kan. Just Joker ni it's just a one-off cameo dekat at the end of this kan. Macam lepas tu tak ada dah kan.
Sebab the end message dia, okay guys, betul lagi satu kan, hidden scene dia kan, sebenarnya saya tak payah tengok tak apa lah. Saya tunggu kredit semua
je lah.
Padahal it's just a frame macam computer frame. Betul Joker Riddler punya message lah, goodbye kan. Tapi I guess that like you said earlier, I think that just basically means that in the next one Riddler will still be very much involved lah. Sebab dia punya cerita macam
lah,
tak habis lagi kan. Sebab I suka sebenarnya dia for me dia dah menjadi macam arch nemesis Batman tau. Sebab dia the other side of the coin. Pasal dia actually the same person, cuma different circumstances tu. But like Batman could have easily become him and vice versa lah.
Kalau dia tak ada duit.
And vice versa. Betul. No, exactly kan.
Betul.
Dia macam dua-dua membesar sebagai orphan. Tapi satu privilege, satu tak ada privilege langsung. Itulah jadi dia. Kalau Bruce Wayne punya parents mati and dia masuk orphanage, entah dia yang jadi Riddler tu.
But you know what's interesting about Riddler tak? Riddler sendiri pun works in crime scene tau.
Tak, dia forensic accountant.
Forensic accountant. So macam he knows the selok-belok of all these crime scenes and sebab dia pandai lah. And then
wait, did they explain that he's a forensic accountant here?
yes.
Ada cakap.
I missed that part.
Dia
Dia ada mention je lah.
That's one thing. Banyak a lot of things are happening with, kali tengok mesti sure miss
itulah
3 jam kan.
3 jam banyak. And
tapi
also,
benda
I also kind of miss kan dia macam the scene yang dia tumbuk James Gordon tu, lepas tu dia caw, polis semua macam kejar dia caw lari semua kan. Lepas tu later on macam masuk part mana tiba-tiba macam dia masuk balik macam polis semua macam okay balik dengan dia, dengan James Gordon semua kan. Later on
dia tumbuk James Gordon masa dekat police station tu lah, yang James Gordon suruh dia tumbuk.
Yelah. But after that kan semua polis semua kejar dia. Lepas tu dia dah caw, dia dah nyorok semua. Lepas tu but later on macam polis semua macam okay balik dengan dia.
Tapi
what happened between that and that?
Polis semua baik dengan dia masa dia tangkap Falcone kan. So kononnya kau dah tangkap Falcone, kita maafkan lah kau punya tumbuk detektif kita kan.
Padahal macam dah tumbuk James Gordon tu macam you bekerja kau apa.
Siap lompat pakai squirrel suit kan. Flying squirrel je suit.
Flying squirrel suit.
Betul juga, he look like flying squirrel je suit. Kita lompat semua belakang macam tak apa, kau dah tangkap orang jahat, tak apa, kita maafkan kan.
Tapi that's the first time I tengok Batman cuak.
Batman cuak.
Batman
betul.
cuak.
Batman cuak nak lompat bangunan tu kan. Macam oh shit.
First time takut.
Lepas tu dia dah tergolek kat bawah tu semua pun kan. Lepas tu nyorok dia polis semua kan. Cuak tau.
Cuak.
Muka cuak gila kan.
Tu lah. Benda tu macam fun lah juga. Bukan fun. Macam best lah. Tengok Batman yang tak confident tau. Dia tak sure of himself kan. Interesting kan. Tu asal.
Langgar bridge lah.
Itulah. So I rasa mungkin terlalu banyak benda going on juga kan. Kita boleh streamline lagi sebenarnya cerita dia kan.
Tapi still Pattinson cun.
Robert Pattinson memang guys, memang Batman yang baik.
Pattinson.
Kau perasan tak dia punya call dia? He looks like the Gimp dalam Pulp Fiction. Kalau kau okay, cuba kau Google the Gimp from Pulp Fiction. Kau tengok muka dia punya hidung, part hidung cowl Batman tu, sebiji macam the Gimp in Pulp Fiction. Aku macam macam the Gimp sial.
Tak, I rasa macam for me, my interpretation of that is sebab dia tak ada that high-techness kan. So dia macam hand-sewn mask lah.
Yelah. Tak, and then that one actually is based on Batman 66. Kalau you tengok Batman 66 tu pun dia macam tu juga kat hidung dia. Tapi because dia buat jahit.
Kalau tengok video mungkin dia
gambar tak
ada nanti aku tunjuk you satu gambar ni. Nampak real gila.
You put on the screen, okay?
Nanti I put on the screen.
For people to see.
Okay. Lepas tu I sebenarnya sangat suka. Okay, part yang I rasa macam I dah macam invested lah. Bila dia balik, the first time dia balik, lepas tu dia buka dia punya mask, lepas tu dia ada all that black mascara tau around his eyes kan. Lepas tu I terfikir macam shit. Actually that's true tau. Sebab lepas tu I tengok sebab lepas tu I tengok macam bila I tengok Christian Bale-nya,
dia buka macam okay.
Pun mata dia hitam juga around the eye. Tapi bila you tak pernah tengok pasal you've never actually seen him macam undressed kot. Undressed as Batman in that way. Tapi ni macam cun gila tau. Bila tu and mata dia semua hitam macam I'm like shit. I never thought about it.
Dia macam dah smudge semua sebab dah peluh shit.
Tak, but I never thought about it. I never thought about the fact that he actually pakai macam paint lah or makeup whatever to cover the rest of his eye tau.
In army dia pakai macam tu for the reflection of their skin.
So that's my point is macam Batman. Pasal kalau you tengok Batman lama actually, bila I tengok balik macam Batman Begin ke apa, sebenarnya ada juga the black around his eyes. Tapi you tak pernah tengok
bila dia
Bruce
buka
Wayne,
tu still ada.
Bruce Wayne dengan mata lebam-lebam macam everything is macam smeared and all that. And I thought wow, benda tu macam such a gempak punya observation tau. And really adds to his character as orang yang sebenarnya tak tentu arah kan. Macam
orang yang tak tentu arah.
For me kan, interpretation macam apa? Emo kid.
Emo kid lah.
Dia memang nampak broken lah I rasa.
But I like that. I really like that about it.
Itu okay. I pun rasa okay benda tu.
I pun suka the broken thing macam it's done well lah.
Patut I pun suka sebenarnya yang macam bila dia balik rumah dia punya workshop semua haphazard macam you tahu tidak. Memang macam he's nobody lah. Dia tak, he hasn't gotten his shit together.
Reflects his mental state at the moment kan. Dia
cuma
macam
I memang tak suka rumah dia. I memang tak suka rumah dia. Rumah dia I rasa sangat out of place. Macam duduk dalam masalahnya bukan duduk dalam rumah, duduk dalam bangunan tau. We live in a fucking tower. Tapi tiba-tiba macam gila kau punya design rumah macam tak selesa langsung.
Macam gotik
gotik
macam Dracula punya rumah.
Macam Dracula punya rumah. Macam even Albert tengah duduk situ macam
Albert.
Alfred. Tak, Alfred duduk situ, the table chair semua look super uncomfortable. Lepas tu his bedroom semua macam no. Like a 30-year-old emo kid who spent the last 20 years travelling the world would not have this kind of decor in a house that is inside a bangunan tau. Kalau dia macam duduk mansion ke apa, macam Victorian style mansion lama, aku boleh terima lagi tau. Dia duduk dalam bangunan tau.
Aku rasa kalau Dracula datang pun dia macam lancar.
Dracula kat rumah kan. Macam ni rumah aku ke rumah siapa ni? Weh, dekat 2 jam sel.
Okay. Cakap.
Itulah dia Batman.
So okay guys, that's our
spoiler
kita tak cakap
review.
pasal
discussion
apa?
kan.
Falcone kan tak penting kan.
Falcone tak penting.
Falcone, all I can say is that John Turturro stunt casting kau memang cuna. You never expect that. I mean, he is a good actor, kan? Tapi I never thought that he could pull off a mafia boss monster tau.
Yeah.
Bagus gila Zal.
Tu lah.
I really feel like
Actually,
macam dia punya menacing siapa
Oh
Mamat ni kan.
yeah. Because usually macam his characters all macam very light. Funny.
Dia selalu macam funny guy kan.
This
Tapi
one macam
dia ada acting chops
yes.
Actually the baddies dalam dia semua believable
I
lah.
want to see more of Penguin.
Penguin
cun gila.
Dia kata ada nak buat TV series kan.
Spin-off TV.
Oh shit, really? Bestnya?
Yep. That's what they're doing right now lah.
Okay.
So okay, that's our spoiler free apa?
Spoiler
episode for
episode.
Batman kan. This is the first for us lah.
Kalau ada any opinions ke, you think otherwise ke, boleh je drop us message.
Yep.
Message je kat bawah tu. YouTube ada.
YouTube kan. Press
kalau
like,
you-
subscribe and ding-dong kan.
Kalau you disagree with anything I've said, cari Isam Dia punya spokesperson. He will shield me from the hate. Kan? Awak saya punya Batman kan? Okay. He will shield me from the hate. I'm Batman. Okay
guys.
Thanks.
And see you in the next episode. Bye.
See you. Bye.